just chatting. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Crazy's crime punishment is 2 hours of being Yuku's chair. Can I at you when the break is over? Of course. Do. Time for weird. I want to put on something long. Let me pick something for now. Solo long play peak. Previously on Psychonauts. New York time games. Oh, well, I can't do that while I'm eating. I can do it after. I can do it after. Kinda interested in this. The FNAF video. I'm kinda interested in this. Why is it like randomly recommending me a... How does this have 2.8 million views? Oh, hi Raiders! Welcome, welcome! Meow, meow, meow. Thank you so much for the raid, both of you! Boo, 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 boo. I'll give you both a shout out. Flo. Were you both playing together? Looks like it. Welcome, welcome. I don't think I've seen you before. Let me give you both a follow. Hello, how was your stream? Welcome, welcome. So, forgive me, we were playing Psychonauts 2, but we're gonna take a little breaky. That gives me time to yap. 3-raid party. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I didn't even see it. The 3rd raid. Thank you too, Fatherly Wolf. Bum, bum, bum. Wow. I don't think I've ever gotten a 3-person raid before, but thank you. Did you win? Valorant's one of those games that I have never played, but I watch a lot. It's pretty neat to watch. But like, I'm a huge baby when it comes to online games especially. But welcome, welcome. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, Starcat. Hi, Starcat. Matthew's team won. Poggies. Glad to hear it. I hope you all had a lot of fun. If you need to take care of yourselves after your stream, get some food, rest, etc., feel free to do so. Thank you for sharing your community. Played a tourney. Oh. Pog. Were there a lot of players? Nice to meet you. We're gonna watch this for now. Fun experience to commentate. Not many, so just small tournament. Still really cool. Probably a lot more fun than playing something like matchmaking in a game like that. 4 teams. So that's like 4 times 6 or 5. I don't remember. Still a good amount of people.
That's strange.
Bum, bum. Oh, there's no commentary. This video has like 2.8 million views. I've been wanting to play more Hitman. They added a new like special thingy for the new 007 game the devs are making. Your voice hurts. Get some water. Rest up. Take it easy with us here. Oh, I was playing Psychonauts 2 up until like 5 minutes ago. We're taking a little break here. I'm doing my birthday subathon, so long cozy streams over here. I gotta go run and preheat my oven. I want to make some food.
No, it can't be. Why the hell is someone trying to tell me?
Okay, I'll be right back. And thank you. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll be back in just a moment. Be sure to rest up. Haters, take care of yourself. Be right back. I'll be right back. Take care. Good night. It's nice to meet you, Furukuma. Sleep on, Cozy.
Will pass FDA approval. The man on the phone promised me as much.
Good.
Besides,
Everything is stable on this end as well.
I'm in the business of saving lives,
Don't you just love days
not
like
ending
this?
them.
When everything is just running smoothly. I love them.
Okay.
Take a look on your end.
Okay.
This doesn't look right.
Someone made sure I saw that file.
Now it does.
They wanted me to know Eric Soda's killed my father, but why? Did they want me to take matters into my own hands? Well, I won't. I'm in control of my impulses, not the other way around. Those days are gone.
I don't really have an opinion on that. But ask me anything.
Don. Yeah, Nicholas Laurent. Listen, I want to be absolutely clear about this. Those clients of yours, if Eric Sodas survives, they have the power to get my stem cell treatment FDA approved, right? That is what they said. Right. No, it's only, I learned something, something really disturbing, and hell, it's my father, Don. He was murdered by the patient your clients are paying me to save. Yes. I know how it sounds. No, I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Throwing my
I'm back,
kid down the
hello.
toilet will not bring my father back.
Hello. I got carrots. I'm preheating the oven for nuggies.
Inform you of the
Today's a
situation.
nuggie day. Hello.
Yeah, thanks, Don.
Oh.
Have a safe flight.
Pima nuggie? Yes.
Gotten better.
When they're done. When they're ready. When they're ready. Do you want carrots? Do you like carrots? I love carrots. I could eat carrots all day, every day.
The effect is
Sweet and sour sauce is yummy.
This way, Doc. I'll show you where my stash is.
Hey, I get it. Not an errand boy. Lead the way.
Glistening nuggie.
Surgery is probably the worst thing out there. I mean, I'm sure my brain. Hell of a thing.
Actually, you know, with the subathon being extended again, I should probably order some groceries.
Here we are. Help yourself.
Thanks, Nails. You're a champion.
Oh my gosh.
Easy does it,
Text
Doc.
code.
I'm fine. I can take it. I just need a kick in the ass.
Bum,
Oh, that hit the spot. Oh, damn, those are fast working. It feels like my brain's walking on burning coals. Oh, that
Kohl's order time. What's Kohl's? Is that groceries?
piece of shit Eric Soda's woman that drank to save. Put a noose around my
You're
father's
right.
neck and
Yuku
kicked
Inquirer
away the
must
chair.
advertise Yuku Burger Bowling
Killed
even
him
more.
for
Get
money.
ready for the most exciting new sport, Yuku Burger Bowling. Roll your way to
yippee.
fun and deliciousness.
Congrats on the final milestone. Thank you.
Yuku Nakoya.
Yeah, crazy. Like an hour ago. Not even an hour ago. Like 5 minutes ago. My sense of time is totally out of whack. Crazy. Crazy gave a huge donation. It doesn't sound like a reward, Oshimi. This isn't Squid Games. I don't know. It's 600 subs. I wasn't expecting to get to 500. I have to do karaoke.
My father.
Patient's gone. Soda's down. To be honest, I'm not sure what to feel about this one.
Anyway, no Kohl's here. I get groceries from a national chain. I don't want to say which one because I think it's a regional chain, so I don't want to dox myself. But I do need to,
Falcon,
I have a target request.
Order more
Standing
groceries.
by for visual ID. Use your camera. Over.
Probably get some more strawberries,
Falcon,
yogurt.
I have a visual. Sending it now. Over.
Confirmed. Do I take the shot? Over.
Something from
Take
the
the shot.
deli or something. Oh.
Target is down. Over.
Falcon, I'm sending a visual.
Wally
ID.
World. It's not Walmart.
Over.
Walmart I wouldn't mind saying because Walmart is completely everywhere.
Take the shot. Over.
Target is down.
Falcon.
Over.
Sending
Kohl's,
target ID.
Woolworths, and Aldi. I don't think I've seen any of those in the United States.
Take the shot. Over.
Target is down. Over.
Falcon, I have a confirmed security threat. This is no drill. Over.
Any idea why?
You know why.
Take the shot.
Justice earlier. Until Ed.
Target is down. Over.
Oh, come on. What are you doing? Put that thing away. Yeah, I snuck a peek. So shoot me.
Oh, hi, Sir Cat. I'm eating carrots.
Bunch of projector slides, travel route or something. Pretty dull, really.
Well, there's a soldier coming by to fetch him, so stay clear, okay? Friendly advice.
All right, I hear you.
The slides depicting Knight's escape route from Cuba to his new home in the Soviet Union are ready for pickup at the reception. Desk security expect a soldier to fetch the slides, whereupon the KGB officer and Knight will likely retreat to the upstairs office.
Ah, the slides arrived. About time. Maybe this will shut him up. Nice. In the office. Escape slides are here.
I believe Kmart is bankrupt in the U.S.
This guy might know jams.
I'm having carrots right now. I'm waiting for the oven to preheat for nuggies. Just little baby carrots.
Keep it safe, soldier.
That could be the power switch. Only one way to find out.
Carrots.
Must be loose wiring.
Carrots.
Well, I'm minor in engineering. It should be as easy as falling off a log.
Target down. You did it. Now head towards an exit.
You don't have to be a rabbit to enjoy yummy baby carrots.
No, it looks like an accident.
Together, we are unstoppable because we stand.
Baby carrots? Okay, first of all, let me sell you on baby carrots. One, you don't have to wash them or cut them. They're literally ready to eat out of the bag.
Ah, yes.
Two, they last forever. They'll stay fresh in the fridge for like 2 to 3 weeks without any issues. And when they start to get bad, all they do is dry out.
Not to mention the partners themselves.
You can like literally still eat them.
Our benefactors. Make no mistake. This woman's hands are soaked in blood.
And number 3, carrots can be dipped in like a variety of things. You can dip carrots in hummus, you can dip carrots in ranch, you can dip carrots in
Does that sound like loyalty?
other stuff probably. Hi Ginger Cat, welcome. How am I? I'm doing good. We're having a food break.
In the running to become constant and following this childish.
I'm feeling good.
I dare say I am in the lead. Dawn.
You're lying.
No blue cheese with the carrots. And hi Salami, welcome. I'm winning. I have delicious
This
carrots.
woman will be our downfall.
Guacamole. Oh, guacamole is great.
Matters into our own hands. You are heralds, sworn to protect Providence
Tonight-
against all threats, including inside ones.
Tonight is carrots, and I'm waiting for the oven to reheat for nuggies.
I just heard that the Monster Hunter Wilds content just came out.
Oh, what'd they add?
I'm in. Yes.
Did they add those elder dragons that everyone was wanting? And yeah, Ginger Cat, what's up?
Is not even appointed constant here. And
Monster Hunter
already he
Wilds?
conspires to betray his master. I don't pretend to understand Edward's every move.
Oh yeah,
but I
major
do know
update.
that this man is an opportunist.
Monday,
and
June
unwary
30th.
of us.
Then you are a traitor to the Heralds. The room is against you, Tamara.
Lagia Chris has been added. Tempered Lagia Chris has been added. Sergios has been added. Tempered Sergios has been added. Arch-tempered Uthduna has been added. It will be made available in the future. Tempered monsters will now appear in monster herds. New equipment and skills, new pendants, new voice lines.
Okay. If not blue cheese, try the John Musty Bug Catsup.
Dijon mustard with baby carrots? Are you serious?
I've had an awful flight. 9 hours delayed.
Would it be okay if you started having occasional convos with you on Discord? Just concerned to talk to you? Of course. My DMs are always open for anyone. I'm always happy to say hi, though with the subathon I have been pretty busy, so don't expect any deep conversations from me, at least for now. But I love talking to people on Discord. It goes for anyone. Which one is Lagia Cross? I don't recognize the names.
Very sorry, Mr. Pritchard. We need you to
Target in the US sells groceries, correct.
Is procedure. Please pick it up before you come and find me. I'll be waiting by the stairs in the back of the restaurant kitchen.
Hey, I won't tell on you.
Electric Leviathan.
has access through the kitchen.
Oh, you fight it underwater? Do you think it's underwater in Wilds?
Yes, I'll see to it.
I don't think there was underwater fighting in Wilds, was there? You could swim, but you couldn't fight underwater. They must have it poke its head above the water.
Smoking crack is whack.
Super fluffy moth. We get a moth fun fact too. Moths are attracted to light because they use sunlight to identify upward. But with a lamp, they end up trap looping around the lamp. Considering that moths live for about a week, it's pretty sad that they waste 12 hours circling the lamp. True. True. I knew that. I knew like insects in general use the sun to find their way. And that's where they bump into lights.
Watch out for the Nintendo lawyers.
Yeah, Moths are very transient beauty. They're such short-lived but very pretty. Your hunt against Lagercreus goes
Yuku
beyond
is gonna
land
be
and takes you
subatoning
deep.
for a while, so might be delayed longer for direct messages Yuku sent.
Yeah, I mean I'll reply when I can, but usually I'm just saying like hello and goodbye, you know. I wanna watch this. So they added like an entire new... Cause you couldn't... This looks awesome. You couldn't attack while swimming before, could you? I missed the thong joke. What? What thong
I'm
joke?
ready to inspect the facility now.
Of course you're my friend, Ninja Cat. You've been here a very long time. Sorry I'm slow at reading messages. Moths emerge only to mate. They don't even have mouths. I think that's only some species of moths don't have mouths. And what the heck voice was that? You actually wanna know?
After you.
The blast at EM. He shielded core room, the nervous system of the ICA, where we saw the past and facilitate the present. In general, only
Actually, I don't know. Never mind. I thought the log file would say which voice it is, but it actually doesn't.
likely person to meet in here because I perform a regular physical check-in on the core console as a supplement.
In Monster Hunter 3, there's a derpy anglerfish monster. Aw. You know what my favorite monster is? is it was in World and it was in Rise, the electric squirrel. I think it's so cute.
Biological matter in the room. You can see Reed through that window. It's her job to initiate.
What? No. No one's being banned at 600 followers. I mean 600 subs. No. No, no, no.
The doors to the core room are
I didn't.
with...
No.
You know what? Screw this.
Yeah, Tobi Kadachi, I think that's it. I like that one.
Knowledge is
Why carrots? Try some celery next time or apple slices.
knowledge is opportunity. Let me demonstrate.
I like celery. I like apple slices too.
And although Hush is recently
I like carrots because they keep really long in the fridge.
no doubt brought you here.
They don't need to be like celery dries out really fast. Apples last okay long, but I don't like cutting them.
You have sway with the board, and as I see it, your opinion is now what decides my direction and the future of the ICA. So here we go. Imagine this. Having a time
This isn't Squid Games.
with minute details on location.
Love you too, Junior Cat. You're always very sweet. I do really appreciate all of your kindness. No! Oh my god, I'm gonna have to think of something so I get you all to stop talking. Nonsense about it.
No fuss, low cost.
Just how I like it.
I've been working on a prediction algorithm based on a combination of big data analysis and micro-targeted surveillance of defining target markers. And my results?
Media share stream, rage game,
State of the art is nothing.
drop pile,
Old-fashioned machinery compared
games
to
with chat.
Analysts preparing
By the way, I'm sorry we didn't end up doing any of the incentive streams during the subathon. They'll require
Another chat
planning.
vote on the one and lucky Curry who will be sacrificed to the Twitch admin so Yuku can stay Yanjan spirited for the next 100
No. Hi Iglos, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you, welcome.
But what good is imagination
Drinky
when you
stream.
can see it with your own eyes?
I can't do a drinky stream, I don't like alcohol. I do a weed gummy stream, I guess.
Accurately predict their
We've
behavior.
gone the entire subathon without the magical girl pin. I swear it's there.
On the top left, we have
I swear
Sharon
it's
Lee,
there.
who you saw downstairs. She is a dutiful and trusted employee. If she is to be fired, my algorithm predicts with a certainty of 97.8% that she will finish
It's
her
there
most
somewhere.
important tasks before she leaves the building. Specifically, she will press the maintenance button within 11 seconds. Jeremy Bolt,
Oh, good night.
the guard in the lower left, is as tough as
Good night, Eli. Eli, thanks for hanging out.
If fired, he will immediately
No, you curry sacrifice. Sleep well and cozy though, Eli. Thanks for hanging out. I hope the storm gods are nicer to you tomorrow and you stay connected. See you then. Take care and sleep
right,
well.
you see Alicia Reynolds, bright and very passionate about her job. However,
But it is real. Hi, Star.
my prediction is that she will try to disable the work she has done for the ICA. If she's not allowed to enjoy her results,
I know the oven beater. I should go put it in my.
that means she will try to enter
My
the
nugget.
core and disable the safety mechanism. I'll leave you to consider your choice of who you want me to use for the demonstration. Just let the guard outside the door.
What game are we playing? Psychonauts 2. I'm about 8 hours into Psychonauts 2. It's really fun.
I love you. And
I love you too, Eli.
why do you complain?
I miss you too. We'll see each other again tomorrow.
And if you decide to leave the room, a guard will escort you around. Safety protocol.
600 movie night. I don't think we'll do a movie night anyway. Maybe. Do you not like a weed gummy stream? If you want a drinky stream, like that's the second best thing. That's true.
I regret to inform you that Code 41 is now
You didn't
effective
hear it.
for your
What?
employment status. Thank you for your service.
What? That can't be right.
Code 41 is confirmed
We'll do-
effective for your employment status.
We'll do a movie thing.
Alicia Reynolds. I regret to inform you that Code 41
I swear.
is now effective for your employment status.
The magical girl pin is in there somewhere. Oh, we're not playing this one. We're watching a video of Hitman.
No idea. I thought it was going really well.
We're on food break time.
I can't believe it. But who
I just kind of picked a random video.
Oh, you mean Vincent? Yeah, I'll go see him then. Okay, I'll call you later.
I swear it's in there somewhere. It's in there.
Sharon Reed. I regret to inform you that Code 41 is now effective for your employment status. Thank you for your service.
It's in there somewhere. I swear it is.
Good, that's Imogen Royce down. Take care of Hush. And we can
It's
get to
in
the
there
court.
somewhere.
Try to get inside that safe back there?
Of course. I'm human.
Any luck?
Nah, not yet. I bet it's something cool. It's usually last wills and surveillance pics. You know, for blackmail. Or sometimes the odd murder weapon.
Double.
Reminds me when I worked for that Caruso fellow in Defianza.
Where is it? I don't know where it is.
Insane was in his attic safe.
Just show the pen. Hold on. Item scene. It's right there!
Ma'am, I recovered this intel. It concerns yourself and Mr. Yates. I think you ought to take a look.
I see.
If Star says it's okay, we can show the magical girl pen without rolling it randomly. Oh, take care, Ginger Cat. Thanks for coming by.
No.
Wriggle, Wrong game.
No, it can't be. He didn't.
My name is Papa. I made the pizza. It was difficult to count out all the toppings.
Don! Oh, no!
Valentina? What's wrong? You look upset.
Don, what did you do? Tell me you didn't.
Do what? I don't understand.
Semaphore. The data leak.
She's been living alone here for, what, 6 years? Ever since the scandal that ruined her career.
Are you kidding? That's the perfect marriage.
Well,
hey,
I'm sorry to burst your bubble of finely aged cynicism, but the Yates are genuinely crazy about each other. They're the proverbial power couple. Valentina was always Don's most trusted advisor and vice versa. Some say she's the brains behind some of his most famous court strategies.
Huh. Talk about insult to injury.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just that one of Yates's clients is the rival to the Semaphore phone company, which got exposed in the data leak that ruined Valentina's career. In fact, Yates would have lost his first high-profile case had it not happened. I guess her loss was his gain.
Huh. Didn't know about that. Well, I guess if they can survive that, they can survive anything.
Except retirement.
It was you all along. So stupid. Why didn't I see it before? You leaked the document so you could win your stupid case. You didn't care that my career would be destroyed. My reputation dragged through the mud. You're Don Cojones Yates, and Don Yates never loses a case, no matter the cost.
My love, it was... I didn't mean for you to...
What did you just call me? Are you insane, Don? How can you claim to love somebody and then destroy their world with the flick of a pen?
It was just business. You know the game, Valentina. You know how it's played.
Hello.
There's a limit.
You might be the only person watching the actual video to the toilet. It's okay, toilet. What do you mean toilet? I didn't go to the toilet. I went to put the nuggies in. Mike was not on.
This was off.
Oh. Thank you, Crazy.
Don, get up.
How are the push-ups? Well, why do I have to do push-ups for something that I don't particularly need to do? You're talking to down the toilet. Oh, my apologies. Sorry about that.
Air in here.
I don't know.
Alexander Fannin's office, please. Valentina Yates calling. Alex, thank God you are working late. I need you to...
I don't know.
Yes, me too. You must come visit some other time. But
I don't
listen,
know.
I need a favor.
600 subs, you guys say all of your names wrong for one stream. That sounds very confusing. I do the push-ups. Okay, I'll do them later.
Now, I know this kind of withdrawal requires both me and Don's signatures, but Alex, I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious. We have a big problem. I need it to go away fast, and Don can't know. Will you please call them and... You're a saint, Alex. I'll make it up to you. Somehow.
They're shooting over at the tower. I hate Star's charisma sound. How can you support a man like that? He's a pro defiant everything.
47. This is one of the Mumbai chawls. My records show a few residential complaints about a new tenant in the building.
Training arc.
Related to strange
Training
behavior.
team
Might be
nuggies.
worth looking into.
I tried to go up there and spy on the I keep adjusting the scope right. I'll never make the shot.
Well, well. It appears we have a rival assassin in Mumbai, and he's training his sights on Dawood Rangan. By the looks of it, I'd say we're dealing with a local operator, known as
What
the
does she
Kashmiri.
mean? I said no. Oh yeah.
If I don't get this viewfinder working, I will miss the shot for
Pet
sure.
sharing a stream where everyone shows their pets.
Now, if we could only make Rangan appear in that window somehow.
You know you can get Dino Nugget throw pillows for your bed and
the
couch.
Kashmiri is in Mumbai on business. He set up a sniper nest in
I
a
know.
tower above a stairwell in
I
the
know.
local tree. It appears he's targeting the luxury apartment belonging to
I'm
Dawood Rangan,
aware.
but has encountered a problem. Perhaps you can assist.
Can I say something sacrilegious? Like heretical? Like super
When are you
bad?
done mixing those colors? I mean, how long can it take to smudge out a few blues and reds?
I'm creating art here.
70%
of the work is
Go ahead. What?
Color mixing.
Wait, am I answering you or am I gonna say my heretical thing?
Yeah, well, get a move on.
First.
Mr. Rongan wants you to go and get
Okay,
it.
so Dino Nuggies are garbage. They're really bad. They don't taste good. They're like cheap nuggies for kids. And I don't like them. I get the organic, I get the more expensive chicken chunks or whatever. They're called breast chunks or something, not nuggets. They're so much better. They do cost more, but they're like legitimately, it's worth the cost. It's cheaper than cooking it yourself, so. Where's my whimsy? I just, the flavor is what's important in the end. What does that mean, Star?
That's a good boy. No offense, but I hope I don't see you again.
Why are you trying to eat the Dino Nugget pillow? Food, Yuku.
Breast. Cocktail. Oh.
Good, ready at last. Did you get a shave? Oh well, never. Come with me to the lounge.
Anyway, Star, regarding your question,
That is Dawood Rangan, producer of media
well, give me more details.
His brutality is
Don't link it.
overshadowed only by his giant ego.
Oh. No! No! That scared me. That's literally you, Star.
Magnificent use of colors and form. Kya baat hai. If the new piece catches my forceful nature like this, I will have nothing short of a masterpiece on my hands.
You'd be like that sometime.
I guarantee a Perfect execution, Mr. Rankin.
All right. Chala, let's get this done with. I expect these to be the final brushstrokes, Mr. Hossein.
No, that's true.
All right, 47. Let's see if the aim of our Kashmirian friend is true.
Look, once the word gets out and my art-appreciating friends see it, your phone will be ringing off the hook.
I can't wait. Hold your breath for a moment, Mr. Rankin.
That's the reason I told you I wouldn't pay for the commission, by the way. I'm not stingy. No, not at all. But if I'm already paying you in exposure, well, let's not overdo it, you know?
I prefer cash over exposure. Clench your fist, please.
Who doesn't? But sometimes, exposure can be worth more than just money. Look, in this case, it's the gift that keeps on giving. Just wait and see. When you're done with this job, the contracts will be rolling in.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Rankin. Can you look up a bit?
That shot came from the trawls. It looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rankin is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next? Hold up, 47. The Kashmirian is on the move. He's
Anyway, I like the idea of
This might be worth investigating. If nothing else, we may get a lead on who his client is. The Kashmirian is
I'll do a combination rating your stuff stream. If we get to 600, I will rate your pets, your fridge, or your room.
47.
We can do something like that. I don't think we'd get a lot of submissions, but that sounds like something fun. Like the share your pet thing, but more, because some people don't have. Yeah, bedroom, fridge, or pet, or both, or all.
So,
that sound fun?
The Kashmirian is scoping out a bridge in an area primarily used as a laundry business. Interesting. It recently changed ownership and now belongs to Vanya Shah. It looks like he's found a new target and is waiting for her to get on the bridge. Perhaps your mentoring days aren't entirely over yet.
Kicking chickens gonna go eat you. Kicking chickens gonna go eat you. La la la.
La. What are you seeing, David? Can I rate your what? Kippy. Rate my womb. Oh my god, Star. Hi, let's make sure to call me after the show if that kind of dance mean. What are you?
He's still in the office.
Are you drunk, Star?
Why don't you go on a break for a while?
Hey yo, I mean like a boiling.
The ODI just started.
No cock. No.
Miss Shah's been waiting for this all day. The foreman's ready to meet up with Miss Shah on the bridge. We're heading there now.
My fridge is just beer, water, Gatorade, and a jar of mustard. There's not much to rate yuku sit.
The absence of food is also a criteria. Mimic, I would rate your fridge 3 out of 10. What's the mustard for?
So, that's
the boing was supposed to be the sound effect you would make when you saw my pussy hole. Oh, I don't boing, that's not very princely.
It looks tough. Might last a week in the pits, maybe even 2.
Maybe he's been working really hard on that report of his. Maybe she'll actually keep him on.
I can't imagine that. He's been hiding inside that little office of his all day, afraid to come out. I don't think he has what it takes.
Mustard on what?
The new foreman finally graces us with his presence. What do you have to report?
Well done, 47. You've managed to lure Vanya Shah out into the open. Anything could happen here.
On bread. On the beer.
Well, the objective is...
I don't know who. That's gonna be minus points.
Work to get close to it. And then eradicate it.
I like your thinking.
What?
My usual method is prepare intensely. Study the problem.
Study the problem.
Learn everything I can. Analyze all approaches. The idea is to gently nudge people to do what I want. And then, once the objective is in my sights,
I love Hitman.
Perfect execution.
Not afraid
Such
to
a
spill
cool
some
game.
blood
I
on
wish they would update it with more
Not at
maps,
all.
so instead of recycling the maps for everything.
I find that happens quite often.
I like you, Thor. I think this could be the beginning of a very fruitful relationship.
I aim to please, Miss Shah.
You think I don't see you down there, little ants? Scurrying about at your own pace? Taking unnecessary breaks? Drinking my water? Wasting my money? You have had it easy up until now. But your new foreman will bring some order to this.
You wanna feed me like a tasty morsel like a father?
Of slacking are over.
Wait, whose father?
You hear
Who's daddy?
Oh my god.
That is Vanya Shah taking care of 47. Are you planning on outsourcing all your work to the Kashmirian from now on?
Huh? Yum, 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 yum.
With the arrival of Secret of the Mimic came a new cast of colorful
Yum,
characters
yum,
and
yum.
animatronics to find Nights at
FNAF
Freddy's
lore
ever-growing
time.
roster.
FNAF.
And today we're going to be going through all of them. The animatronics, the mascots, the
Read
works.
again.
But before we do, let's cover one little thing. All of the animatronics, save the automated ones, and
I
the
wanna
mascots
feed you like I'm such
are
a
the
tasty morsel
An
for a father
endoskeleton
like
made to
yourself.
mimic any
Like,
character
what am
it
I
fits
supposed to
inside.
do? Daddy's
But
hungry.
it's got a bit of a temper.
Who is Daddy in
that
this?
in
I
the
want to
mimic
hug
section.
Chicken.
Who's
But
kicking
I'll be
chicken?
treating every animatronic largely like its own being, since when Mimic gets in one, it immediately replicates how it's supposed to act.
I'm the daddy?
So it doesn't matter when Mimic's possessing something, since he's pretty much playing them to a T.
But
We can probably get their
I
personality
don't
off
wanna
of
be
them,
your daddy.
though assume them to be a little more homicidal. But we're not going to start with the Mimic.
I wanna
We
be
will
a
start
gamer.
instead with Jackie, the first real threat in the game, except for some mascots, and the face of the title. Jackie, or Jackie in the Box, is a large Jack-in-the-Box animatronic.
Jackie's
Like
Box.
a giant Jack-in-the-Box. She's styled like a clown and almost looks like a cross between Circus Baby and the Puppet, with a speaker in her mouth and a bubbly voice. She has long accordion arms and
Good job,
accordion-style blue
Funkamoose.
waist, and a little white and red dress and matching party hat. You open her box trying to get the crank from it, and
The
she
youth
then
these
hangs
days
over
are all
you
about bouncing and
menacingly as you
moaning,
try
but
to
you're
back
more
out.
interested in how you bump and
Even
grind,
before
uncle.
she does anything, Jackie is intimidated.
Who are you talking to now?
But it
Who's
gets a
uncle?
lot worse when she comes crawling into the office after you.
She's not the
and
Mimic.
rips
She's
herself
being
out of her
possessed by the
own
Mimic.
box to hunt you down,
Presumably.
looking for a playmate.
I'm Uncle, but I don't even
This thing is
have
volatile, even going so far as
a
thrashing
sibling.
the
I don't have a
digitizer
brother or
just because she
sister.
noticed it standing there. She's boisterous, sadistic, and determined to hunt you down at any expense to her own health.
Is it just me, or whenever I watch like YouTube videos of Secret of the Mimic,
That part is shared amongst all of the Mimic personas.
it's
but
way
Jackie
too bright.
specifically takes an unsettling
Do they
glee
turn up the
out of the idea
brightness
of
for like
breaking you apart.
on purpose?
And absolutely no
Or are they
hesitation
like
in breaking
playing on like
yourself
low
apart just to get
settings?
to you. When you fall into the basement, Jackie follows
It
close
feels
behind,
like
and after
like
only a
look at
short
this. Look at how washed out this is. This looks bad. They've got the brightness cranked up to max.
time loses her green doll eyes and gets excessively
I don't like
dirty.
that. It looks so much better
She
with
stalks
like
you,
actual
giggling and
shadows.
taunting you as she follows along until
Some people
she's
play
able
with
to
high
break
brightness
out the
because they have
vent
bad
and start
vision.
a real chase.
Do you think that's the
Pursuing you
case?
up some
Because
stairs and
Riot
throwing
Host also
every
had
step of the way,
their settings
giving
like
away
this.
how powerful she is. She's able to rip up metal flooring easily. Unfortunately, she's not so
I
prepared
feel
for
like
a
it
metal
doesn't
door
actually
coming
help
down
you
on the
see
back of her
anything.
head.
It just turns all the
Catches her off guard and
dark
pins her.
segments gray.
Breaks her face a little, losing some of the plating around her right eye and her nose in the process. But after a struggle, she recovers and makes it out. She then jumps into a vent and cuts you off as you're trying to escape. But alas, this thing is huge. The guy we're playing as is an adult, and that vent isn't full.
What I said in his stream where he
Jackie's
played
like
that he turned
somewhat
up the brightness so he
ambiguous.
could better
That
catch
is-
secrets.
We don't know what
I think that's
happens,
lame.
but we do know her ultimate fate. Because Mimic shows up in some
One of the
mascots
best
shortly
things about this game is how
afterwards, meaning
immersive
Jackie's
it
remains
is,
were
especially with how
abandoned
you
somewhere in the
interact
back
with the
alley.
world.
Now it's possible that there's a
So
secret or
washing out all
something
the
where we can
colors and
find
making it
these
super
remains,
bright is
but I'm
like
not sure of it.
the
As
antithesis
of
of
now,
that.
I think I would have heard if that's the
Favors
case.
when these videos just explain what happens
And
in the
no,
game one
Jackie does
time.
not return. Despite the different appearance in the teaser and the
Hey,
trailer,
some people
and the
need that
amount of
kind of
advertisement showing her
explanation,
off,
myself
this is where her role
potentially
ends.
included.
But for the time she gets, she does do very well. I wish there was a little more, but
Having the brightness up for YouTube is fine.
Now, I know I just brought up the mascots, but let's continue with the proper animatronics.
Speaking of saying, I see you in my
we'll
future,
cover the
like
whole
tomorrow
lot
on your
of
couch, stuffed to the brim
So
with morning
instead, let's get
pancakes
to a
and gushes
big
and gushes
threat.
of stupid sauce.
Big
Stupid
or the bot
sauce!
formerly known as Maestro Music Man. A
Just
fan
give
name
me
that
the
kind of
stupid
clicked, and I
sauce,
will
no
probably keep
pancakes.
accidentally calling him.
No
Big Top
pancakes.
is a ticket booth, like the whole booth. His lower half is the booth, and he has a bunch of big steel arms that circle around flashing signs for tickets, while the little white painted hands on the
I don't know,
inside
having
accept
some
tickets.
heavy asthmatic demon voice was disappointed. He sounded like a nerd.
He
I
has
think
a
he was
large
supposed to be
top
kind of
hat, powdered
relatable.
wig, a music box wheel in his mouth, and some
Like, you're
slated
supposed to
yellow
feel bad
eyes
for
above a pink
Edwin.
nose. He is pretty
He
unsettling,
lost his
I'll admit.
wife.
But apparently he also doubles as a ride, as you can attach swings to his arms and he'll, I guess, spin around and hopefully not kill anybody in the process. No, he saves that for when you show up. When not at his annual carnival, he's stationed at the Big Top
Carnival?
showroom where there's a few carnival stalls that can
I'll
be
give you a
demoed,
cake, alright? And by
any of
cake,
which
I mean
causes the
my
entire
wobbly
section to lose
heck, my
power
wobbly
afterwards.
Japanese style
So
fluffy
you give
oaks.
him a ticket
You're
to go
back.
inside and play some games, with him lingering in the center with his signpost raised high and a big toothy smile constantly aimed towards you. But when the power fails, Big Top changes. Suddenly, he's turning slowly, scanning the mannequin crowd around him for any signs of you. And if he sees you, he will immediately attack. Though when you put the power back on, he'll return to being hunky-dory like nothing happened. Then after you win the big prize, he rips himself from the floor and climbs through the ceiling. But because of this, I'm not entirely sure if Big Top is actually controlled by the Mimic before it splits. This thing might just be suffering from a defunct bouncer mode like DJ Music Man. Heck, it's only 1979. This thing might be DJ Music Man once he undergoes a lot of renovation, which, considering what happens to him, he's gonna need. Big Top later ambushes you on the roof and chases you down a stairwell before beginning to stab his arms through the walls and floor to try and grab you. Unfortunately, the mannequins, who are motion activated, start giving you away immediately, and you must be quick and careful to make it to another section of stairwell, only to be ambushed by Big Top. Only for the whole thing to collapse in and result in Big Top getting utterly decimated. Rest in pieces, big guy. Or don't, because the accursed thing gets back up. Towards the end of the game, while trying to escape, he breaks his way through a hole in the wall and begins to crawl down the shaft above you, and you must flip levers to escape. Upon escaping him, Mimic leaves the body once and for all, and he's assumedly left in that pit. So Big Top is a bit of a confounding character. First off, he is a big, huge machine built to fill a relatively small and simple task. Does he really need girder arms to hold signs? Then he has this sort of strange security mode, which could be the Mimic mimicking him, but that still means he probably has this mode. It's just not usually so aggressive. I guess maybe it's in case someone doesn't pay up to get in, he'll get to shake them down, but that's a dangerous precedent. Also, you better believe he's top-heavy. If he's not bolted down, he's going to fall over. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he's not cool,
that thing is
but
gonna
I
be in
am
a
saying that
cage.
he's an example of ambition over practicality, something that shows in plenty of Edwin's works and his company. But a more effective to a fault animatronic would be Dolly the Nurse. Dolly is an animatronic built to recycle and repair animatronics and suits. She's an animatronic designed to look like a human nurse with curly brown metal hair, a green dress, a nurse's cap,
Metal
and
hair
Mary
goes
Jane
so
shoes.
hard.
Well, for a while. She's stuck on a track where she'll circle to patients to deal with them, though her workload's been building up since the place went to heck. It's not clear how much of the repairing she does. She does have an air tank, and she might control the automated processes, but she might also be just like a figurehead diagnosis tool. We do see her diagnose a problem, with somewhat skewed results. See, we have a tumble in a spring-lock suit, and somehow aren't instantly ripped into pieces by it. Instead, we're delivered to the doll hospital, where Nurse Dolly diagnoses the poor captain as having something stuck inside of him, which is technically correct.
But you're gonna be tied to a tree, stripped and beaten by the hottest girl you can imagine.
Captain, another
another Springlock
Babes and
failure?
bombs.
According to your records, this is not your first visit to the service hospital. Scanning. 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 Error. It appears you have a foreign object wedged inside. Now don't you worry.
Do you like the on-screen
Sorted out. Stay
celebrations?
right there, and I will consult the service
Give the
manual.
power Astro
Good
makes
news.
capital gains.
The
That thing is gonna be in a
procedure
cage
is
because it was
simple.
attracted to too many hot babes and bobs. You're gonna be tied to a
material.
trade ship and
First,
beaten by
we
the
will
hot girls.
blend up the
Yeah.
foreign object. Then, use a stringent steam clean to soften up the remaining organic material so we can scoop it out. Finally, we will flush out your interior with a power hose, then give you a nice long soak in the bleach bath. You will be ship-shape in no time. Please wait here until your number is called. There are
Thank you down the toilet.
4,625 tasks ahead of you.
With that ominous treatment on the horizon, we escape the suit and wander outside to
Gingerbread
a
carrots
catwalk,
and ketchup
where we get
ranch
a
barbecue
presentation
sauce
on the
ranch.
recycling at the plant, which, like many things in the game, Edwin
Ketchup or
proudly
barbecue
claims that he
sauce?
started, with Dolly being the first animatronic built for recycling and repair work.
No, it uses
Dolly
10
then gets
channel
on her track and
bits,
starts to
not
wheel
channels.
around while you try to get through the tight corridors. She seems to be angling towards you, but doesn't directly turn around to face you, instead just continuing the automated process of
Mug
circling the room.
moment.
Though if she finds you, she will error out and jump scare you. However, once you get the door open, Dolly will rip her feet off and disappear, faster than a stepsister in Cinderella, only to ambush you shortly later, now with the endo feet alone, with little heels nonetheless. I thought that was kind of cute. Dolly will begin to properly
nuggies are
hunt you
too
around
hot.
as you work to get through the furnace. She dumps around searching the doll hospital and running towards anything she spots or hears while you're packing up trash. Once you stack the compactor, you can make it downstairs to empty the conveyor belt. Dolly shows up and starts making her way towards you on the belt, and you must pull levers to dump cubes of trash and push her back until she is forced into the boiling magma of the furnace. And that is the end of Dolly. And the beginning of Molten Dolly's reign of terror. I don't think that's her proper name, but it is fitting.
The other effect is
severely
worse.
melted to the point where her face is oozing off, her hair and dress burned away, and it's lit in a dangerous orange due to her superheated body. Dolly begins to hunt you
the
further,
mimic rips
chasing you
off
down the conveyor and
numerous
then
sulfur
into some
tracks and
back
sneaks
rooms where you
her-
must sneak past her as she
makes her
searches for you. But you make it by and into the
I like
elevator,
how the mimic
which
rips the
suffers a
numerous
failure
sulfur
and traps
track.
you inside.
It
But
sneaks
Dolly
into her
is not
skin,
done.
only to
She
give her
lands
high
onto
heels.
the elevator and you're forced to
She
repair
had
it while
flat
she's
feet
on
before.
top
My
of it,
queen just
banging.
yassified Dolly for no reason.
If
We
you're
love
not
her
fast
for
enough,
it.
she'll break through to you. But if you
High
are,
heels
the
are
elevator
better
will raise
for, like,
rapidly and the mimic, panic,
being
will climb
intimidating.
out of Dolly's body and flee, leaving the nurse's remains abandoned on the roof of the elevator. Dolly is a surprisingly relentless threat considering what she is built for. Never would you expect the simplistic nurse to become like the sort of danger that survives being boiled and still chases you to the end. And sure, this is the mimic, but there must have been some part of Dolly that was added into this. Or perhaps whatever part of her was in the act was burned off once she broke her way out of that molten metal tank. Either way, she definitely stands out as the threat that was fully utilized to and beyond her potential. I thought this thing was going to be creepy for like a hot minute. This thing dogged me for a while. But on the side of non-possessed, non-aggressive animatronics, and these are some of the most basic ones, we have Mr. and Mrs. Helpful, voiced by Murray himself and his wife Fiona. The little bear
like my
animatronics
gnome
are part of an
crazy?
information kiosk that reads your data driver
Do you like my
and puts you
gnome?
in the right direction of where you need to be. There's a little bit of an unsettling jerk in how they move, but otherwise there's something quaint about the two, and they are surprisingly helpful. Now, Mimic does mimic Mr. Helpful's voice towards the end of the game, like the others he takes control of, but I'm not sure if he actually takes direct control of Mr. Helpful
Yeah,
or
I
if
know.
the Helpful system
It's
just
so big,
works on
almost
its own,
16.3
or someone else is
inches.
behind it, but moving on for now. Let's
You'll see,
finally
my
get
gnome
into
will
the
grow up
mascots.
big and
Murray's
strong.
costume manor makes a slew of wearable costumes, including springlock suits for numerous brands. Many of these characters also show up on posters, cutouts, props, and mounted animatronics, but they are only up and about when being worn and moved around by the mimic himself.
Can I sneak into your skin like how the mimic does to Dolly? But since you're such a good girl, can I skip
not the elephant.
the tutorial skin?
I'm not even sure if this guy's ever gotten a name.
Like 1 to 3, you can
This
start at
elephant,
4.
the
Do you want to
first thing
stream
that
for
climbs
me?
inside of, is
Or
very
you stream if
off-putting,
you wear my
stomping
skin?
around, groaning and gargling, sometimes even making an
Yeah, my gnome
elephant
is a
sound
grower.
during
It's gonna
jump
grow up
scare,
into an elf.
but otherwise doesn't have much to write home about.
Potentially.
Considering that his
Santa's
posters
elf.
do not advertise anything, Mr. Elephant
Sure,
here might
yeah.
be
You
one
don't
of
seem very
Murray's own
enthusiastic.
characters instead of one connected to another brand. There's also an orange version that resembles Orville the elephant, and since other
Can I have some
early
more
mediocre
excitement?
melodies appear here, it's likely this is early Orville. And heck, since some of the other characters have the same name, his name might just be Orville, but I don't know. His dead-eyed stare makes me think that he's one of those mascots that will be remembered in the future for traumatizing numerous children. Next is Sharpay of Sharpay Salon, a dog mascot whose name is likely a mixture of Sharpay the dog breed and sharp like scissors, as in for haircutting. The tagline being, "You'll look doggone
You don't seem
beautiful." Though
Wait,
since
you would
that's
have cried
a
if I
Joel,
finished
it's
that thought. You
obviously
could
not
saved
a
you.
dog
Thank you.
salon. Funny enough, but Sharpay looks
What?
feminine styled in the poster with luscious eyelashes. I mean, the elephant has them too, but Sharpay is especially chic. And it's the 1970s, so I think maybe the mascot might be female. So the physical mascot is much more ambiguous. Hedgehog Hudgy is the hedgehog seen in marketing material. So while it looks teal in those, it's usually depicted as like a bluish purple in game through most of the cutouts. I don't recall seeing any other advertisement other than the cutouts and the "Pardon Our Mess" caution sign, so it's possible Hudgy isn't from a different brand and is also owned outright.
Chungus.
Next,
Do
we
that
have the
anymore. What?
Mycelium Men, a group of 4 little mushroom gnome men who perform in a band.
Those are 7
These
TV
guys
emotes. I
seem to
can't
be either a
gigantify them.
mascot band like the Banana Splits or something like the FNAF version of the Smurfs. They have a quirky little theme song that's played
Oh,
by
Star Wars
Moose
make you have
Standees,
4
and
skin
have a
joke. I
line
didn't
of
even get
plush
it.
toys, also made by Murray, that are capable of hearing and then
I
replicating
didn't
voices
get it.
and music.
I thought you were just like
They all
saying
seem to have
the
different
4.
personalities, but it's a little hard to tell. On the poster, the blue one looks kind of clueless, the orange one looks prideful, the green one looks excited, and the pink one looks kind of just maybe bashful. But other than that, they're a little interchangeable. There's also Swing Bee of Swing Bee
I'm not figuring
Grade
out it.
C plus Honey, made in the
I
USA.
was wondering about the
Swing
guy.
like a bee. Swing Bee can be found as a swinging bee decoration, such as in the Welcome Show and around the factory, but it also appears as a mascot in a couple of various colors. Next is the Jester, the mascot of Jest cereal, which is made by Murray's as well. They're like little diamond-shaped pieces with the tagline, "Tastes funny." Comes with a cutout mask. Because of this, the Jester's name is likely Jest as well, and from his nose he seems to be like a dog. In the commercial, Jest is a freakish creature that appears when a boy pranks his mom and then begins to cackle in an unsettling way before yelling, "Just kidding!"
I don't think I. Where's my
Very,
hug?
very creepy. See, this is a thing I saw before Reset I thought was super unnerving and wanted to see more of. Unfortunately, in-person Jeff's mascot form isn't much to write home about. He looks more like a refit party dog and lacks a lot of the visceral discomfort of his commercial design. Speaking of the party dog is an unnamed dog character that shows up on posters, in plushies, and as a mascot. He or she wears 2 party hats and usually has their tongue sticking out, but not much more to say about them. There's also a mime-themed, I think, Chihuahua, and a similarly styled, I think, hyena set of mascots that are much less common but present in the factory. The bird and lion from Ruin appear again in a few different styles. It looks slightly different, including a biker lion
Where's
with
your
an eye
cuddle?
patch.
I gave you
think is pretty neat.
cuddles.
Interestingly,
I'm eating
in
nuggies.
one of the logs, Murray mentions his distaste for sports and refuses to make a sports-themed mascot. The lion's in a Letterman, though maybe this is academic enough that Edwin doesn't consider it to be sports-related. We also have a slew of unfinished mascots, ones that are cut in the shape of the characters they will become, but aren't finished on the outside. They're made out of a beige material and lack any clothes or accessories. In fact, there's even a mascot amalgam made of unfinished Freddy's parts that the Mimic throws together down in the Freddy's mock-up underneath the factory. And he wears that thing all the way down there, all the way over to Murray's mansion, his homestead house, and follows you around in it for quite a long time before ditching it. Finally, and probably the most important of the mascots, is Chica the Chicken, also referred to as Party Time Chica, or as I like to call her, Disco Chica. Chica the Chicken has a fleshed out history here. So Chica's Party World is a restaurant that already exists, and Edwin was tasked with making a mascot, and did so based on the designs made from his wife, who had suggested he had designed a lot of the characters. But the owners of Chica's Party World didn't particularly like the mascot, and who could blame them? She doesn't look nearly as cute as she does in the ads. Edwin was pretty offended by this, and it looks like things went bad before this got rectified. Chica looks like, well, Chica, just with a more chicken-like shape, an apron that reads Party Time, and a pair of pink rollerblades.
These all have cooldowns.
She's encountered in the warehouse, where she breaks out of her box and begins to skate around under the glow of a small disco ball and some catchy music. Sometimes she dances, but usually she just skates around like she's never skated before in her life. However, once you get into the admin's office, Chica becomes a bigger threat. She skates around searching for you while her mini cupcakes, which also wear skates, are perched on desks and will alert if you get too close.
Oh, the bot command thing's a little broken.
Because it is a very tight maze in there. In some pictures and posters, she's also shown with other food wearing skates, but here we only get cupcakes. We get upstairs and into the office to get Edwin's schematics, and that's when we're cornered by Chica and promptly dive into a vent, upon which we lose her. Now, here's something funny. The only glitch I got during the entire game was that my Party Time Chica disappeared while I was in the warehouse and didn't show up again until I had left and came back.
What's the point of this video? Background noise while I eat my
food. I didn't really
food.
want to deal with her anyway, so I was fine.
If you had superpowers, would you be a hero, villain, or not do
was all
anything?
of the
I would be in...
And yes, that is all of the mascots, because
what superpower?
The white tiger, as seen in the trailer and teasers, he's not exactly mascot material. The tiger is strange.
Commentary.
He pops up twice as a vision
I liked
before disappearing soon afterwards. And in the locations he appears in, you can hear what sounds to be David whispering and murmuring.
Can walk through walls and turn invisible if I... Okay, bank robbery, and then I disappear up into the mountains.
Near pitch darkness, that the white tiger suddenly appears and comes after you. And he blips around, vanishing and reappearing elsewhere, usually closer, hunting you through the room, dogging at your heels looking to jump you.
The mystery spot?
Like you can see him, bam, 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 coming closer
I don't really
and closer.
care about
and
it,
then
but
when
sure.
you get into the tight squeezes of the maze down there, he can just pop up around the corner and end you. Between this and the previous two vanishings, the white tiger seems to be an actual paranormal event. Likely the only
Did
one
you
in the
expect
game.
me to care about
He seems
the
to be like a
the
hallucination
mystery
perhaps from
spot?
David's premature death, and it's just dogging you for no other reason except that you're there. I mean, it may also be the mimic, who is just making it look like he's teleporting, but something's just not right about this tiger. He's different. He's not just a toy or a suit. By all accounts, he shouldn't even exist, as the tiger plush of David's was assumedly a gift made by Fiona, and the tiger itself is not a mascot for any brand. This may just be a restless soul lashing out.
Villain.
Who knows?
Would you hate? Would you steal
Let's quickly cover the
food
characters
from?
who appear in ads, sets, and
Would you
cutouts, but
steal
don't
food
actually have
from me?
mascot suits. First, we've got the skater who looks
Can I
like
play
an early
Game
Monty,
Master?
who actually is
Okay.
a Monty. Long before his role in the one-man jug band,
Next
Monty
minute,
was in a little
Yuku
band
becomes
with
a drummer
Mr.
too,
Hippo
but
and a
it
couple
does
of
not
frogs.
know on the side.
With overalls, a straw hat, and a somewhat dazed look in his eyes, he seems to be much
What
more
is
joyful
this?
and a lot less...
Drama VTuber that does lore on the side. What will the draw trim and dreamer do? Drama VTuber. Is this the game you wanted me to play? Fortnite. Elder Scrolls Online. Oh. That one's easy. This is that one game. What's it called? I literally played this. Is it Titanfall 2? Oh, I was gonna guess wrong, never mind. I never played Titanfall. This is clearly just one of the Far Cry games. 6. No. Far Cry 5. Oh, it was Battlefield. This is Doom Eternal. I don't need to look around. I don't like the controls. You can't press enter to go to the new round. Oh, this is, I should know what this is. What is this? Why is... I don't know. Your question, would you rather be stupid and poor or smart and dumb? Stupid and poor. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, smart and dumb. It's not ARC. I'd rather be stupid and dumb. Or, no, stupid and smart and dumb. ARC to it, it's not ARC. It's... I have no idea. Do I answer these? Oh, it's Jurassic World Evolution 2. I don't know, do I want answers? Oh, this is, Clementine? No? Heck if I know. What are the Rings? What's that one game? This is Family Guy, Witcher, Plague Tale. Half correct answer. Oh. Never heard of that game. Feet of Empire. Oh! This is, Spyro. 2. Spyro. Conquer. This looks like... Doom? The Dark Ages? Dark Age. It's clearly Doom. No. Is this Destiny 2? No. Played Spyro 2 and that wasn't in there. Oh, I forgot which Spyro I played. Anthem. Anthem? What's this? Thank you, Super Fanbot. This is scary. That's a corpse of the most anticipated game. What? What? Not Ark. Is this Elden Ring? No, this must be a Harry Potter game. What was the new one? What's the new Harry Potter game called? This is the new Harry Potter game. Hogwarts Legacy. Dun, hide over. What's this? I think this is probably No Man's Sky. Why is everything ARK? It's not ARK. Oh, this is a FIFA game. But like, how would you know which one it is? K1 MotoGP 18. Oh, it's 20. Have a glass of milk. No. Is this The Sims? This is giving me Sims vibe. But I don't think it's Sims. WWE. Wee wee. Oh, you can't really see my entry. Payday 2. Oh. You're so smart. Oh, this is Ultra Kill. This is a Quake game. Quake 2. Oh, this is it's not Friday Night Funkin'. Quake 3, 2, 4. 4? Quake. Oh, it's Half-Life. This is Ghosts. What's it called? This one. Ghost Recon. That's what I entered! That's what I entered! It's not Firewatch! Oh, this is definitely, this is probably a Total War game. What's the Japanese Total War? Total War. Shogun. Total War. Never mind. Ghost of Ghost of Tsushima. Oh no. Sekiro. You're gonna go do your homework, or you keep streaming until I come back. Okay. If you come back within 3 hours, I will be. It's not ARK, it's For Honor. Oh, this is BioShock. Not bad. It's not Darksiders. It's not Darksiders. It's not Wordle. No, Connections. We're doing Connections. Like catfishing. What's catfishing? Hold on. NFL player. Veneer, filling, crown, bridge, dental terms, dental editions. I'm not looking at chat, by the way. Catfishing.net. Really slipping on it. Guess the Wikipedia article from its categories. Interesting. Hot tub nozzle. Whirlwind. No. Roller coaster. Whirlwind. Highway. Circus. Things that have loops. One away. One away. Airplane. No. Soap opera, things that have twists. Metaphors for a dramatic and chaotic event. Soap opera? Whirlwind. Second words in David Lynch titles. Oh yeah, this is like Mr. Drive, Mr. Highway, Mr. Peaks, and Mr. Velvet. I remember those movies. What jet might refer to? Airplane black? Oh, like jet black. Hot tub nozzle. NFL player? I didn't know they were called jets. Play strands 2. Strands. The process of luring someone into relationships by means of fictional online persona. It's been way over 3 shakes. What? Gunnar Slub. Mr. Beast. How to play. Theme words are filled. Find the spangram. I find non-theme. Today's words. Trellis beauties. I want catfish. I want to do this. What is a trellis? What's a trellis? What is a girder pull? The chum chalice. I wish this had dark mode. Plants growing. Wet. Waffle. Air. Mime. Clip. Fool. Oh, it's anims. Hi Mona, we were taking a food break and they wanted me to play puzzle games. How's it going, Mona? Close. Thank you for believing in me. It's clearly a sim gym. So tired. Hope you can relax now. It's Sag and worked late today. It is late. I'm really close. I'm really close. Miss Min Jin. Astrid, you actually solved this, like, completely? There's no way. I need another hint. You should have told me which one it starts on. Was he have the sauce? Oh, I told you not to have too much sauce. Nimsage. San. Asin. Isa. Jinim. Isajin. Janims. Jasmine. Undertale? We did it! I got it. Water. Weird. It's clearly the film. I'm going blind. It's clearly set P. Beam. Why am I white? It's because the light from the screen. C. Soap. R. Minty. Mice on the road? What are they doing on the road? How do I do that? Have my avatar be affected by the screen? It's a thing in VTube Studio. You can do it with OBS too, but it's complicated. And over them? Don't tell me that, Mono. No, keep that to yourself. I don't want to hear about the poor mouse. He's getting hurt. How else do you get to work? Huh? Wait, am I thinking of the same thing, like the little squeaky mouse? Or are you talking about something else? Cheese? Cheese to meet you? They just want to squeak. I forgive you. I mean, I guess you had no choice. I wonder why they were on the road in the first place. Weep. Weepon funo. Bum bum. True Yukari Crier. Right. Near. Remo. Meow. There's no meow. There's no meow. Love you too. Flower. I don't think you can do flower, you can do flow. Got another one. Oh, this is clearly items. Sit. Satan. Wait, it doesn't have to start from the left or right. Clematis. The heck is a clematis? This is way too hard for me. I'm sorry, Aster. Bum bum bum. Bum. You did it. Good job. I don't like this one. Awful. Awful. Part of someone's questionable area. What does that have to do with trellis? Clematis. Rewa. Ape. April. Deflowering. There's no flower. There's nothing to deflower. Eater. See. Sitter. Moon. Loom. Moo. Emo. Emon. Wolf. Oh, this is clearly... It's clearly a T. It's... Wisteria. Where's Wisteria? Sweep tea. Wisteria. Wisteria. Sweet pea. All the words. Flower. Oh, there is a flower. Oh. Flower isn't even a word. It's insane. Foam. Is it monoflower? Favorite bean, specific flower. It's clearly a
Eucharist Crier loves all sorts of beans. Green beans are yummy, but lima beans are kinda weird. Eucharist Crier especially likes jelly beans. They're so colorful.
Jelly beans.
Sweet. Yuku, wow.
Lima. Ligma beans. Nom. Noma. Bonflower. Bonflower. Do I want to hint? Yes. C. Flower. Climb. Oh. Climber. Woo. And let me go. Whoa. New flower. Moon. Okay, we did it. I've never seen a plant climb before. That's so cool. Awesome. I don't want to be blinded anymore. Have you seen grapevines? No. Thank you. I didn't think I would make it. I didn't think I would survive that one. Oh, bye-bye, Mono. Thanks for checking in with us. Hope you sleep very cozy and comfy. Yeah. It was interesting. Not something I'm used to. New giant update. This is like such clickbait. New giant update of FNAF Secret of the Mimic. ... I changed everything with a mod. It reads, new giant update changed everything. You want to play Catfish? Yeah, I didn't get the link. I'll do one. I really want to brush my teeth and play games. Type the article title. Super Mario. What? Why is it like giving me a curse? Oh. Good night, Star. You did lots today. Good job. Well done. Proud of you. Sleep cozy and comfy. Sweet dreams. I liked the part where you were saying weird stuff and it was silly. Star Goonfall. Tucking you in. Yuku. Oh, sure, you can give me a time lapse. Why do we have a Chikawa? I don't know. Is this Super Mario? Oh. I'm starting to understand this. I feel like I don't know enough stuff. Not that good. This is like for people who know things. Like musicals by Jerry Bach. Ichijo? Oh, Fiddler on the Roof. 1947 in science. That's clearly, airplane? What the heck is this? How is this science? Don't know about Scrandle. What's Scrandle? Clawed herbivorous. Clearly it's, koala. Woo, we did it! 1840 in United Kingdom. Oh, 1840, that's, the Bible. Penny Black. Alter egos, David Bowie. Fictional androgynous. Fictional bisexual men. Fictional characters introduced in 1972. Fictional glam rock. Tom and Jerry. No idea who that is. 1785 poems. Cotton Hat. Wait, what's Scrandle? Alright, hold on. The Beatles song. This is Submarine. Establishments in Hong Kong, Chinese brands, Nokia. How'd I do? Scrandle. Scrandle. Few delicious scran from around the world. Each food item has a percentage rating that's decided by social media polls. Click which food item you think has received the high rating. Well, good night, New. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for spending time with us, New. Take care. Sleep well and cozy. Have sweet dreams. Oh yeah, it's clearly chicken kebab meat. Duh. Hangover burger. Sounds gross. No, good night. Full hog burger potato tornado. The potato tornado one. Hamyaki or sour onion hot dog. People love hot dogs. Never mind. So many of these are like hot dogs. Spider-Man, fried banana, rotisserie chicken. It's definitely fried banana. Green bread. Macaroni and cheese pie. Sausage one, definitely. Oh. Slice of chocolate cake. Afraid. The pizza. The wiener, you're a wiener! Oh, this is clearly the cheeseburger. I'm really bad at this. Don't play voxel game without you. Oh, okay. I won't. I won't. Sorry, I didn't read your message at first. No. What? I did good. I'll play it again. Oh. I don't know what a scran is. What's a scran? Why was it like half hot dogs and burgers? It's hard to see the food on the right. I'm sorry. Practice.
For blimey, Governor, right then, a proper chinwag it is, innit? He's speaking like a proper Jesus till Jupiter sorts itself out. You hear? We, you cool laugh.
Hi, Grija. Welcome. Right? Oh, you got it. What are we voting on? Stadium foods for like esports or like football? Football? Definitely loaded fries. Oh. Huh. Oh, this is clearly chicken katsu. Oh. Scran is Englando slang for cheap quality food. Cheap low quality food. I see. Pepperoni and cheese rolls, curry in a cup. Curry in a cup, definitely. There was no bread. I don't know why I get most of these wrong. British people love this, like, peas and gravy stuff. Oh, never mind. Giant Yorkshire pudding wrap. I'm pretty sure that's made with, like, people or something, so I'm gonna go with soy honey, beef brisket. Left. Cheese. These ones look really bad. A hot dog. That's not a hot dog. Onion balls and chips. Chicken for the people. Chicken Big Mac and chips. Mushy. British people love mushy peas.
Ooh, a Greg's sausage roll. Proper brilliant. That is. Thank you very much.
Hog roast.
This is a right treat.
Oh, it's gotta be the hog roast. Wow. They love this a lot. Alright, hold on. Chicken bites and chips. Chicken wings and... Well, this is 30 cents, so this is gonna win. Never mind. Barely. Double cheeseburger's gonna win. Yeah, what you Fish and chips, Mox, chicken burger. Butter chicken poutine, definitely. Can I do today's Wordle? Sure. Double bacon cheeseburger. Easy. This is the saddest hot dog I've ever seen. Pepperoni pizza, cheesy chips. The cheese isn't even melted, but it's only $3. The $10 pizza is a hard sell. Are you sure? Pizza? For $10? Okay. We're selecting which is the best deal, right? You got a $10 frozen banana? True. Pork gyro or pastrami. I'm thinking gyro. Gyro. Chili chicken loaded fries. Pulled pork. Doner Crunchwrap. The Crunchwrap. You get a $4 20-ounce bottle of water. Oof. The American you chose the brisket. You think it's right? You're wrong. Chicken tenders and chips versus Gallett's chicken tendies. Yuku, Aster. Should specify that Scran is Northern England, not like Londoners. Oh, what's the difference? Biscoff donut. No one wants a glizzy and a blanket. No, not right. Mixed worms and insects! Get me out of here! Hi, Ginger Cat. Welcome. And hello, C. Hog Father Burger or Cobb on the Tyne. Alright, you think the Hog Father Burger? You know, like all these sausages stuffed into a hole? They like it. I see. Fish and chips. Pork and stuffing baguette. They love the hog hole. What is this? Why do they keep giving these like little hot dogs, little tiny buns? I need a steak and peppercorn sauce. Why even do this? Hog hole. Love. Do you like the kielbasa bread? You don't even get a bun! Slow cooked beef brisket burger. Do you eat the napkin with the sausage? Oh, this is hard. I feel like I'm gonna go with left on this one. You wanna go right? I'll fight you. I can see the prices and you can't. I think it's saying we're voting on which is the best deal. Here, I'll give you the prices. Does that help you? Can you see that? How much did you charge for like doing model art? Oh, that was for Star, okay. Left, Cobb on the Tyne. The pork hole, people love it. I've gotten this one like 3 times in a row. We almost got it perfect! We gotta get it perfect. Spanish hot dog. No! Mozzarella sticks. You're voting on what they think the community rating is. Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, the price is a factor. So, like, the price is important here. The $6.50 burger and chips is better deal than the, $8.60. Well, you get a liter of beer. That's a lot of beer. I think the burger is gonna win. Yeah, burger won. Doner meat and chips. Fried chicken and rice. Fried chicken and rice is a weird combination. Oh, that's Japanese. Fried chicken and rice is weird. I think doner. Oh. Japanese food usually scores really well. Prime and a hot dog for 11 euros? This is like the ideal school lunch for a 10-year-old. Prime now. Chori pan. Don't know what that is. Looks at me though. Steak and sausages. Or Polish sausage and chips. I think the steak and sausages. I didn't think Prime was gonna win, but everyone wanted to vote for Prime. Chicken burger for 8 euros, pounds. Pie and chips with mushy peas and curry sauce. Pie and chips, they love it. Never mind. That looks nasty. I'm gonna go with macaroni pie. No! A sausage with bread with a pint. Beef stew. This is kind of rough. I would go with the beef stew. Oh. Wigan kebab! Nachos. Bum, bum. Composition, sausage photo was great. Can we wordle? Yes. I can wordle. We can wordle. Alright, we're obviously gonna start with, our starting word is Wordle. What is Wordle? 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 Let's place down to the... I don't know what that is. Oh, this is Antarctica. North of Antarctica. Arctica. Australia. Closer. I don't know. This is like the last thing I'm good at. Further. Oh, you're right. How can it be further from Australia? Screen over, time to sleep well and cozy. Thank you for sticking around, chatting star. Star. Be a good puppy and get some good sleep. And you get big kibble tomorrow. It's clearly, Greenland. Oh, we're close. Iceland? We're getting there. What's a place near Iceland? Turkey. Oh, it's northwestern Turkey. Russia? No, it's too small for Russia. It's gotta be like France. What is that? Zichia? Sizichia? I don't know what that is. What's Sizichia? Says Sizichia. Small dog. Check. Sizak. Republic. Woof. It's where South Susan Touch. I've never seen it. Brush my teeth. You're all mad at me because I don't know planet stuff. And we have scalpels. Food guesser. Alright, we'll do one more. Food guesser. Daily. This changed since I played it. Dog food. Dog food? Cat food? Wait, what am I guessing? This is clearly India. Cold. It's north of India. It's west of India. Is it Sizuchia? It's Poland. Finland. France. No, Sweden. Windmill cookies from Belgium. Yum. Yum. Belgium isn't real. You need the dog pellets. No. I'm really bad at like history, geography stuff.
Streamer. Sorry if AM sounded mean. Good night.
Z.
I'm not a good streamer. Thank you though. Sleep well and cozy. Good night, Dover. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Initial Dario. That's a tough one.
I'm really bad with like geography. I'm very stereotypical American education, but like worse. Sleep well, Dover. Sweet dreams. Good night. Good night. American education. I didn't go to school. They let me skip it because I'm a cool prince. Yeah, I should go brush my teethies. Do we want to keep doing Psychonauts 2 tonight or save it for tomorrow? We could do something else for 2 hours, like Noita or something.
The military cleanup is just a paranoid rumor, isn't it?
I already did my Nikki dailies. It's gonna do yeah. Didn't reset. I'm not sure. I think it resets in an hour.
Is well known for their innovative gameplay and iconic stories, but is less
Do you know
recognized
Genesis
for their
dailies?
love
I don't
of
play that
ridiculously
game.
oversized facilities and structures. Look no further than Black Mesa, the Citadel, and especially Aperture Science. While the two former facilities are massive in their own right, Aperture's subterranean research facility dwarfs them both. Except, the Aperture Science Enrichment Center isn't just larger than the Citadel and Black Mesa, but rather absolutely gargantuan in scale. Those familiar with both Portal and its sequel will recognize this fact. But what we see simply as players in both games barely shows us the true scale of the facility. By performing copious amounts of math, examining in-game environments, character dialogue, map geometry, ARGs, and unused content, we can get
videos for 2 hours. We could do videos for 2
the size of
hours.
Aperture Science, but the logistics and technology that allows a facility larger than the island of Manhattan to operate. This is the unimaginable size of the Aperture Science Enrichment Center.
Brain mapping. Artificial intelligence. We should have been working on it 30 years ago. You can head on back to your desk.
It's often suggested that based on developer commentary and in-game dialogue, that Portal 2 takes place roughly 50,000 years after the events of the first game. While some debate this, with suggestions that it only takes place 50 years after or even less, we nonetheless have to go decades back in time, even before the original game, to understand the true scale of the facility.
These games are pretty short, right?
A young shower curtain salesman by the name of Cave Johnson decides to purchase a salt mine in the Upper Peninsula of the state of Michigan. It's a rather strange decision, especially with the young Johnson stating that the future is here, and it's under the Earth's crust, with the subtitle of the headline stating that it will bring science industry to Upper Michigan. This would mark the beginning of Aperture Science, which would be founded as Aperture Science Innovators 3 years later in 1947. As
this
a company
is
just
kind of
starting
like
out,
FNAF,
its
if
initial
you think
footprint
about
would
it.
be absolutely enormous, given its
Like
establishment
Aperture
in a
started in
former
the
salt mine.
70s, didn't it?
If
That's where they
Johnson
had
was
the
seeking to
aesthetic.
satiate his sodium cravings, this was an excellent solution. The chicken enchilada burrito paired with a steak quesadilla
What?
from Taco Bell could easily accomplish this. But Mr. Johnson was not a man captivated with such delicacies. However, if he was instead looking for a large, confined space to build up his new science company, a salt mine actually makes complete sense given their scale. Generally, salt mines encompass long tunnels, huge, cavernous rooms, and generally go hundreds of meters below the surface. What Johnson ultimately possesses is thousands of meters of empty space to build, leading to the construction of the 9 enrichment shafts that would be seen in the later chapters of Portal 2.
I'm cozy,
What
I
is
don't wanna
readily
get out.
apparent when first arriving at
The
Test Shaft
secret
09,
to Portal
nicknamed
technology.
Zulu Bunsen, is that the testing spheres in the caves they are constructed within are utterly enormous, and extremely deep underground. Numerous times throughout Chapter 6
Having
and 7,
challenge
we
screen
see
gives you anxiety.
infographics showing that the shaft is composed of 9
Sorry.
testing spheres,
There you go.
which mirrors the setup of the remaining 8 enrichment shafts. The seemingly enormous spheres do pose an important question. Exactly how deep underground does the facility go? And do we have to ward off pyrocynical
fine.
to the presence of
No.
these big and round objects? The
What does
latter
that
is for a
mean?
different time. But for the former,
Who
our
was
first
that?
indication of the depth of the facility comes prior to Wheatley's takeover, when he states that,
And we're only seeing the top layer. It goes down for miles.
in addition to Wheatley's dialogue, the plural usage of the word miles, and the newspaper dictating that it's under the Earth's crust, gives us a clear indication that the very bottom of the facility
I'm not
is
paying
in fact
attention. Your cat was
miles
blocking
deep,
your
even
screen.
if the quote from Cave Johnson is just
Talking about how big it
and
is.
not meant to be factual. After all,
That was a
this
British
is coming from a man
person.
who created
No,
an
British
army of
person, not
mantis
real.
men, allegedly. Further confirmation of the extreme depth of the facility is seen on the walls of the pit that GLaDOS and Chell fall into following Wheatley's takeover, with depths indicating that their fall starts at around 2,875 meters underground, before eventually ending at 4,375 meters, seen right
Poor
as Chell
Blimey.
blacks out.
Initial
This is
Dario,
the last
a
and
fiver,
only explicit
a
indication
right
as to
then,
the depth
stand
of the
back
facility,
and watch a
with this
copper
depth
slam
roughly
dunk
equating to
in it.
2.7 miles.
just a goal.
However, in the
If your
game's
right
files, we can
royal
actually
flush,
find that there is
Asterisk
another
clock,
variant of the sign
asterisk
texture
now,
indicating
where's
a
the
depth
fiver?
of 5,250 meters, or
Wow.
3.2 miles.
What
For
the
reference,
heck is
that's
Curry
essentially
saying?
the equivalent of building 5 Burj Khalifas and immediately launching them into the ground. While the Enrichment Center could indeed stretch all the way down to this depth, there's no way to confirm this, especially given that this texture isn't actually used anywhere in the game. We can, however, confirm that the facility does go down 4,375 meters, and this is indicated by signage in the main elevator shaft, as well as the size
Give
of the
Curry
enrichment
the
spheres.
fiver.
After leaving the third sphere in Test Shaft 09, you can find an inaccessible elevator shaft with a sign that indicates the depth is 4,000 meters below the surface. If we measure the enrichment spheres in the Hammer World Editor, we can determine that they have an equal width and height
And
of
it's
78
all because of
meters.
Jupiter being
With
in
Chell having
retrograde
ascended
makes
3
Curry talk
chambers
like
by this
proper.
point, there is at least a
Is that a
depth
swear
of
word?
234 meters from this height in the
Gaza.
shaft to the very bottom of the first sphere. The same infographic showing the entirety of the test shaft shows that there are
Not a
9 spheres, with seemingly equal distance
Geezer.
between them. However,
Oh,
the
like
distance
old
in-game
person.
varies depending on what level you're on. In this scenario, we'll
Old
go by the infographic, and compare the distance between spheres by measuring them in the map SP-A3 Transition 01. By doing so, we can determine there is a distance of 26 meters between each sphere. And if we multiply this measurement by 3 to account for the distance between the 3 spheres and the gap below the first one, we get a total height of 312 meters. So what's the importance of this distance? Why does it matter at all when discussing the depth of the facility? Recall the last sign you see while falling in the pits. It shows a depth of 4,375 meters. With a height of 312 meters from the first to third sphere, it proves that this depth marker is largely accurate, and that it couldn't be anywhere near 5,000 meters below ground, at least in
saying that you need to
Test
research
To
more
further confirm this point, we can also
for your own
measure the distance
satisfaction?
between the first sphere in the shaft with the water below, which gives us a distance of 48 meters. If you add that to our previous total, we then get a precise height of 350 meters. This means we're only 25 meters off from meeting the exact depth seen during the fall, but we don't actually need to measure anything else. This is because Chell starts to black out right before you can even get a good look
Ebenezers
at
are
the sign
usually
indicating
found
the
at the
depth
pub
of
or at a football club.
4,375
Are they the ones eating the
Since we don't see the
strands?
remainder of Chell's
Or
fall after
scrams?
this, we can assume that her fall only continues 25 meters after the fact. Now, I know what you're saying. What if it actually is 5,000 meters below the surface, and she bounces off of a giant trampoline? This is fair, but I raise you a different point. If we continue using the elevator shaft as a reference for the depth of the old facility, we can determine that the entire height of each test shaft roughly tops out at 1,475 meters. We know this because the last depth sign we see in the shaft shows a depth of 2,900 meters.
Alright, I'm gonna
And if
be
we
good
subtract this by
and
the
go
presumed
brushing my
depth of
teeth.
4,375 meters, we get
I think we will
However, if we measure the height of the shaft by using the spheres instead of the elevator signs,
I think we will
can determine
end.
that the total height is 910 meters. We
Psychonauts.
get this number by multiplying the sphere height of 78 meters by 9 times, and the distance of 26 meters between each sphere by
And
8
Psychonauts
times.
for today,
This
I'm just watching
effectively means that we're
videos.
missing 500 meters of space. And while you can certainly grab a few meters here and there given the very distance of the spheres, it doesn't make enough of a difference to make any significant changes to the height. If you consider that we
I actually have an
only ever
English
see
friend who
7
says
spheres
Scran
in
and
test shaft
slang for
9,
food.
and only
Went to
even
Comic
enter 6
Con
to
with them,
begin
he
with,
said, like,
there is
right,
the
that's what are we doing
possibility
for
that the remaining
Scran?
2 are underneath the first sphere we
Where
see
does
upon entering the
Scran
shaft.
come from?
Were this to be the case,
Scran,
then that means
scramble,
that the height of the spheres
egg,
is only 702 meters. And if you further analyze discrepancies
Scraps.
between the highest and deepest depth signs, then the logic starts to
Scrap.
falter a little bit. Though, no one ever said that Portal was a
Plan,
logical game.
scrap.
If we're going by the actual dimensions in the maps themselves,
I mean,
as we have been thus far, then
etymology-wise.
ultimately, the depth of 4,375 meters is, in fact, accurate. While the depth of the facility is certainly deep, it's also equally plausible that the width of the facility exceeds the depth measurement. We know this based off of the skybox in the opening portion of Chapter 6, known as the Tartaros
How
Pit.
long is
If
it?
you look beyond the junkyard, you see dozens of large pillars similar to that of the immediate
Thank you,
vicinity
Gabe.
of
Hi,
Chell.
Gabe.
We know that the test shafts
I've never really
themselves
seen
span a width
Celeste, so I
of
wouldn't
hundreds
be
of
impressed, but I
meters
don't know
and
what's
are connected
going
by trunnion,
on.
as confirmed by a sign near the bottom of test shaft 9. The length of the Tartaros pit absolutely exceeds the width of all 9 shafts, so there is likely some form of transport from one end of the facility to the other. In the same respect, it's entirely possible that a train connects the modern facility outside of the testing shafts. After all,
Hi,
Black Mesa
Gabe.
has a tram, so why wouldn't
Hope
Aperture?
you're having a
Except,
cozy
judging by the
company.
test chambers hanging just above the pits, and the fact that they seem to go on for literal miles, these seem to be more closely associated with the modern-day enrichment
Scran
center
comes from
rather
Scotland,
than the
recommending
old.
this
This
as
is
anyone's
further
guess
proven by the
what the root
seismic
word
absorbers
is.
we see at the very
It's
end
gotta
of
be
Chapter
like
7 that appear
scramble
to be
or
supporting
scrap
the entirety
and then
of the
something.
modern facility. Which brings us to the modern day.
Because it's cheap food
So
specifically,
you
right?
may be confused about the passage of time. The point is, yesterday was your birthday. I thought you'd want to know.
Given what we know about the Aperture Science enrichment shafts, the modern facility is significantly closer to the surface than its predecessor. The exact depth
What
it
happens
reaches
in
is
July
somewhat
for you,
questionable,
Oshima?
and this is largely due to the fact that the last marker we see upon leaving the original facility dictates a depth of 2,900 meters. However, in the Tartaros pit, you can see modern Aperture infrastructure just above, which is assumed to be 4,250
Time just
meters
kinda
below the
slips
surface
by.
at a minimum. In this
1 month
instance,
until your
let's
birthday.
assume that
That's
these
exciting.
are probably hundreds of meters above rather than just being on top of our heads like they are from Cho's perspective. Regardless of how
Dover's
deep the
birthday.
modern facility goes,
When's your
we
birthday,
do know
Dover?
that it is largely contained near the surface, and isn't below the Earth's crust like the portion built within the salt.
Also, Dover, you said
In fact,
goodnight.
it's likely very
Good
close
morning.
to the surface itself.
Tomorrow.
At least for some
Tomorrow.
portion of the
Happy
facility.
early birthday,
While
Dover.
Glass does state that
You're not breathing real air. It's too
Very
expensive
happy
to pump this
birthday.
all down.
Hope you
it
have
would
some
indicate
fun
the
plans or
facility
get
is
some
not
fun
right below the surface.
yummy
However, this
food
still
or
could be the case.
whatever
And she may
it is.
literally be saying that even at a small depth, it's cost prohibitive to pump in fresh air from the surface. The more likely scenario is that she's just trying to cause Chell to have an existential crisis due to the lack of exposure to any natural elements like sunlight or air. However, there's more evidence suggesting the modern-day facility's close proximity to the surface than there is not. If we refer to a familiar Wheatley quote,
And we're only seeing the top layer. It goes down for miles.
it is direct confirmation that at least with the portion of the facility that GLaDOS
I'll let your
resides
birthday.
in,
When's your
that they're
birthday
at
down
the
the toilet?
top of the facility, which is likely just below the surface. This is confirmed
You were in
in part
America
due to
for
the
the last 4th of
ERC.
July. I
The
can't believe it's already
ERC,
been a
or
year
Extended
since you were there.
Relaxation Center, is
Oh
the
yeah, it's
first portion
almost
of the
4th of
facility seen
July.
at the start of Portal 2. A vast complex filled with relaxation chambers that preserve test subjects for a
What do
long
we do on
period of
4th
time,
of July?
much like Chell.
We-
Upon being
I
rescued
don't know
by
if I
Wheatley,
wanna buy
the
that
subsequent
firework
destruction of the
game.
chamber that Chell resides in reveals that this is just one
February
of hundreds of
birthday.
chambers
Happy early
in
birthday.
an absolutely enormous section of the facility. While it certainly appears large as a player going through the game, it happens to be significantly larger than one might anticipate. For one, we know that at a bare minimum there are 10,000 relaxation chambers in the center, which is derived from Wheatley saying that
And whose fault do you think it's going to be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables?
Wheatley is likely rounding down or up. I mean, come on, the guy is a moron. But if we take the measurements of a relaxation chamber and apply that to the 3 rows of chambers we see in the skybox, we get a total of 3,828 chambers.
to
We
watch
can
more
get a rough
fireworks
estimate of how
videos.
large the center is. And by rounding the length of
cool.
each row from 28 to
Sick
30
of hearing
chambers,
fireworks
we
from
can
the
then multiply
showgrounds
all
near
3
you.
rows by 3 to get a length of 69 chambers
Showgrounds.
long, getting us a total
Since
of
4th of July is all about America, it's
9,108
perfect date for
chambers.
Duke
If we add an
Nukem
extra
3D.
924 chambers to round it out as close to 10,000 as possible, then we get an absolute length of 83 chambers,
I will
which if
think
multiplied
about
by the individual chamber length of 33 feet, gets us a total length of 2,739 feet, roughly half a mile, or 834 meters in length. And this is just accounting for the containers themselves rather than the entire center. This is roughly equivalent to the entire length of the Boston Common in the capital city of Massachusetts. It is an enormous facility even by just these numbers, because by measuring the rest of the skybox and the main map itself, we can get
You're
an
joking,
even
no,
more
you're
accurate
not.
representation of the size. In terms
What
of
day
length,
would be
the
your
remaining
Curry
length
Kingdom
of the
Day?
skybox, excluding the chambers, is a
what is your
total
Curry
of
Kingdom Day?
2,304 feet, which, combined with the chamber
I don't think
total,
there
means
is
that
a
the
Curry
absolute
Kingdom
length of
Day.
the entire center is a length of
I guess it would be my
5,043
affiliate
feet,
anniversary, I
nearly a
guess.
mile, or 1,537 meters. For
wanna
comparison,
celebrate
this is just slightly shorter than Concourse A
founding
at the Detroit
of your
Metropolitan
Curry
Airport,
Kingdom.
notable for being the second longest airport concourse in the entire world. In the same respect, we can use the same measurements to determine the width and depth of this room. By using the docking station sign as a height reference, the ceiling of the gameplay portion of the ERC is roughly 129 feet above the sign, and stretches down at least 500 feet further, giving us a minimum of 629 feet in height. By measuring the distance between the ceiling and bottom of the chambers in the skybox, we get a height of 1,104 feet, which technically tracks given the portion of the centered shell is found in does not reach the surface, so the extra 500 feet actually compensates perfectly for this difference. You might suggest that these gaps in the ceiling of the extended relaxation center, the dilapidated test chambers from the original game, and the room that GLaDOS is found in aren't actually holes to the surface. I find this suggestion to be odd, because the presence of plants and chirping birds absolutely implies as such. Where would this light source be coming from otherwise? While the facility does have power even in its destroyed state, the proximity to the surface only makes sense. Shell does inflict heavy damage upon the facility at the end of the first game. And if the facility has been left to rot for 50, much less 50,000 years, there's no question that there would be structural damage resulting in the collapse of the ceilings. Further evidence suggesting that this is
Thank you for
indeed
coming
sunlight
by
comes from
tonight,
when you
Ginger
get the
Cat. I
photo.
hope you sleep
If
well
you
and
look up,
cozy.
you find a chart
Have
depicting what
very
appears to be
sweet
phases of the moon, and given that it is centered around a hole in the ceiling, there is no other interpretation to be made here rather than this is indeed a hole to the surface. While going through test chambers and eventually escaping the watchful eye of GLaDOS, we get further glimpses into the scale of the facility. They're albeit not as big as places like the enrichment spheres or the ERC, but our next true glimpse as to the scale of the facility comes from when Wheatley has full control. As Chell and GLaDOS approach Wheatley's lair, a portion of the facility collapses, revealing the true scale of
This
his
game is really
and the
pretty
test
for
chambers that
how old
surround
it
him.
is.
While these likely aren't the limits of how far the test chambers stretch, I mean, for
I
one,
wonder why
we
they never
literally
made
go
more
through
Portal
so many other
games.
sections with dozens of test chambers. It gives us a rough estimate of how far these chambers go. The size also varies per chamber. So for consistency, each chamber will be based off of the measurements gathered from chamberfx.mdl. In the same respect, we'll count the amount of test chambers from the model 33 background elements
brushing my teeth
to determine
and
the
put
rough
away
width and height.
dishes.
There's about 25 chambers from left to right near the top layer, which is seemingly the widest. This means that the chambers stretch to around 2,000 feet wide, or 609 meters. The actual width of the chambers themselves is 1,600 feet, but I've added 400 to accommodate for gaps and extra space. Using the same method, we can determine the height. With 17 chambers reaching from top to bottom, we get a total height of 880 feet, or 268 meters. The height of the chambers alone is 680 feet, but 200 has been added for padding, much like the width. It's been suggested that the orange glow behind the chambers is the sun, but this can't be the case because it would imply that the facility is built off of the side of a cliff. The more likely and realistic scenario is that this is the impending reactor explosion that GLaDOS is trying to stop. After all, the final step to defeating Wheatley is shooting a hole through the ceiling into the night sky onto the moon. So let's say that they are close to the surface, and then that is the sun. That means the moon landing was faked. So what's the surface really like?
Are you trying to escape? Things have changed since the last time you left the building. What's going on out there will make you wish you were back in here.
Unlike its sister series Half-Life, the Portal franchise rarely ever shows us what the surface of the facility is like, and information is limited as to the scale of what might be on the surface. While the facility is overall multiple times larger than their rival Black Mesa, their surface footprint is likely nowhere near the scale of the facility in New Mexico. We can glean this just from the nature of playing the games, because you never interact with anything on the surface as a player. The most explicit view of the surface we see in any of the games is at the very end of the original title, where Chell and GLaDOS lie in the parking lot of the facility, with the only structure in sight being a guardhouse. Beyond the maintenance shed we see at the end of Portal 2, the parking lot on the surface is seemingly the only surface structure with Aperture's branding that exists. While numerous story bits and designs were retconned and changed between the first game and its sequel, we do know that this parking lot, and potentially many more, do exist due to Cave Johnson saying,
"Yes, you, box your stuff, out the front door, parking lot, car, goodbye."
Beyond parking lots, we can assume that there is likely some above-ground structure to get below the surface. This is a given, especially since there are numerous mentions of elevators to the surface, both in dialogue and in graphics. Though beyond just an entrance, there's also some sort of sun-capturing device, given that GLaDOS states,
These bridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface.
Beyond dialogue and the two actual in-game examples we have of surface-level structures in the facility, we do know of one large surface building that potentially exists. I say potentially, because during the run of the Potato Fool's Day ARG, one of the TGA images that was discovered shows an infographic depicting the, quote, Aperture Building, a large office structure that bears some resemblance to the design of the Kennedy Space Center, with the largest portion of the building being a tall, almost windowless box. It is also seemingly not the only surface building for the company, given the sign that indicates it is Aperture Science Laboratories Building 0064A, with the specific numbering suggesting this is one of many. This is the only official art known to exist that shows a surface structure for the company, seemingly referred to as Aperture Laboratories, with an extra A. There's actually another TGA file from the ARG that depicts concepts of the ruined chamber that GLaDOS resides in. Given that she and Chell both descend into the air at the end of the first game and eventually end up in a parking lot, it's not too much of a stretch to assume that the central AI chamber is literally underneath a parking lot. After all, in this very same concept art, we can see that the sky is open with sunlight streaming in, with a car among the ruins of the facility. While we know that the primary facility for the company resides in Upper Michigan, the data retrieved by Alex and Gordon in Half-Life 2 Episode 2 reveals the schematics for the Borealis, an Aperture Science research ship that bears some significant secret that could aid the resistance against the Combine. As Alex, Gordon, Dr. Kleiner, and Eli review the data, one image in particular indicates the existence of the Aperture Science Labs and Administration Assisted Jaunt Center, located in Cleveland, Ohio. With both the Borealis schematic and the Potato Fool's Day TGA file, it is entirely possible that the primary facility is largely underground, with additional facilities across the Great Lakes region. This evidence seemingly suggests as such, although it is worth pointing out that Episode 2 preceded the release of Portal 2 by 4 years, and we know from the Ship Overboard Easter egg that the Borealis was likely constructed 4,000 meters underground in the Michigan facility.
Now she'll argue. She'll say she can't. She's modest like that, but you make her.
We're still doing science, sir.
It is likely obvious that determining the absolute size of the Aperture Science Enrichment Center is effectively impossible. Even by researching beyond the 2 mainline Portal games, it's difficult to actually get a limit to the size of the facility. As we see in the Tartaros Pit, the Extended Relaxation Center, and outside of Wheatley's central AI chamber, the facility seemingly stretches on for literal miles. Given that the enrichment shafts are connected by train, and even considering how big they are on their own, the modern facility is absolutely larger by width and length. With this in mind, it likely also has some form of transportation, especially given the insane size of the facility. Mods like Portal Revolution and Portal Stories Mel were not taken into account for this video, but I find their interpretations of the facility to make a lot of sense, especially with Mel showcasing more of what the surface is actually like. Though, until we get the next Half-Life game, or if we ever get another Portal game, we're likely never going to know the true scale of Aperture Science. But at the very least, we know this place is just enormous. So no matter what, do not tell Pyrocynical about its size. If he ever learns, God help us. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, and make sure to subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and it helps me get these videos out faster. Why? I don't know. You can theorize, and tell me in the comments why you think it benefits me. If you want to keep up to date with the release of all of my videos, and get some juicy behind the scenes looks, consider following me on Blue Sky. As always, take care of yourself. And remind loved ones how much you appreciate them. And you know why? Because we can always use a little bit more love in the world. Take care.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry for being so slow. Ended up washing my glasses and washing my face too. Brushing my teeth, put away the dishes. Hi. Good timing, true. Did you want to show us a speedrun video? Or Shimu? Or we could watch more Half-Life Portal videos. What's this person do? Source engine, Halo. Weird. Got a good video. Out of context, British TV. Is it vulgar? Like swearing and violence and stuff? Or like, oh, I don't know. If it's clean, then I'll watch it. I'll be happy to. We'll watch it after Oshima's video. This is 30 minutes. You said it was short. I mean, I don't mind, but I'm not gonna know what's going on. Can we watch the one librarian video about why Source Engine is creepy? Sure. We can. We'll watch Dario's video, and then we'll watch yours after this one. Celeste is a very pretty game. It looks really fun too. Well, fun if you're good at it. Not much of a platform gamer. A couple swears, not clean enough. I mean, swearing is okay. As long as it's not like really, really bad. But what did they just do? They quit out? Why'd they quit at the end? That makes no sense. Does it like skip? And hard. Luna's crawling on me. She wants to be held like a baby. She wants to be held like the yukuri in my arms. I used to be into watching speedruns of like Zelda games when I was younger. Even you have to clear their thing. Let me play a lot of this game. And for 5 seconds, just warning this video contains strong language. Who is Philip Schofield? Horrible evil creature and only interest in tasses. I like tasses. For games I don't know anything about, a tass is probably more interesting. Hi little bro, good morning. How was Psychonauts 2? It was really fun, we played it for 8 hours. I didn't want to put it down, but now I'm getting sleepy. Hollow Knight task. Don't tell Anethica that. Hi Safyan on YouTube. Hope I'm saying your name correctly. What's this space stuff? He's a guy people didn't like. Very British. No, Anethica doesn't like Hollow Knight. You do know that. I swear you've had a conversation with another guy about it before. And I'm usually the forgetful one. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I've heard this song a lot before. Oh my gosh, what's that? There's clones. I saw 1/3 of the Hollow Knight speedrun is just walking down empty corridors. Sounds about right. Jittering through the air. Little buggy wuggy. Thank you for a stretch. Crazy man! Still, oh, I do. Whoops. Sorry. Thank you. Core blimey. Every sentence starts with core blimey. That's a right laugh, isn't it? Nice, enjoy your dinner. Is this chapter 3? The Haunted Mansion chapter? I love haunted mansions in games. If you want him to stop being British, you gotta say Jupiter changed. Platformers not for me. Definitely not for me either. Probably.
Oh, Prince Yuku, Jupiter is over. Thank goodness. Yukuri Crier can go back to speaking normally now. Wait, Yuku no Kue.
Adios. What's that mean? Nice thing about La Milana is you do platform exactly 3 times. I guess. It's better than Tycoon. I mean. There you go.
Poor blimey! Jupiter's back, eh? Right then, had to be in a proper Jesus, innit? Blimey, Queen, you fool ass!
Jupiter is actually an SCP, it's not a planet. It turns you British when you look at it. Bum, bum. Don't eat your dinner if it's burning your mouth. Put it back in the freezer. Bum, 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 bum. For food? Said Jupiter was in retrograde and that it would cause him to speak like a British geezer. Got it. I think it's funnier if British curry was based on just the planet existing. A retrograde is okay.
Blimey, this is a bit tricky. Your curry crier needs to open this. This is a bit of dance. Poor blimey, you
Wee. Wee. Sleepy coo. Oh, I was looking at my phone. I was looking at ordering groceries. Sorry. I was looking at my phone. I'm sorry. Hi, Jumbo Scorpions. Have I ever used FL Studio? No, but I know what it is. People take the Julius mode task as canon power. Who is Julius? Or what's Julius mode? I've never really made music. Pretty. Cherry blossoms. Canada. What's wrong with Canada?
That's brilliant, innit? I love a curry chip, buddy. That sounds proper delicious. And simple. Smashing. Wait, poor blimey. Thank you. Initial Dario. Yuku, wow.
Yuku, wow. Can you make Crier Canadian? If you want to.
Given Useful Studio, I would be all like, I can't believe you had the audacity to use FL Studio.
That's bad, Jumbo Scorpions. I do use Audacity. I used Audacity to do my ASMR recordings. Should go to Binley Mega Chippy as a field trip. Okay, what do they have at Binley Mega Chippy? Mega Chippy. Audacity is great until it like randomly puts a weird high-pitched screech sound in your audio and you can't figure out how to turn it off. That only happened one time though. It's a chippy. I got chips. What else? What's a mega chippy? Is a mega chippy more chippy or just bigger chippies? Chippy choppy. Chippy chippy choppy choppy. Doobie doobie. Hi rats. Welcome, welcome. Not playing Celeste. This game is too much for me. But good morning. Oshimi wanted to show us a a speedrun. Good morning, rats. Nice to see you. We were playing Psychonauts all day today, but now it's videos until the end of stream. There's a chip shop in town called Binley that inexplicably named itself Binley Mega Chippy. It's a great name, I like it. It would make me wanna go there. Gotta see what the Mega Chippy's all about. Like, it's already got me curious. Do they serve mushy peas on the chippies? Is that an option? Sorry, I don't know if that's mean to say. I think, like, British, like, what would you call it? Common food for British junk food is really interesting. Julius mode is an alternate game mode for Castlevania Area of Sorrow where you play as a different character, Julius Belmont. He's very strong, and in the story of Castlevania, he's the Belmont who put down Dracula for good. Oh, I see. So he's so strong that he's basically a TAS speedrun. Genuine Dublin lore. Sure. What's the gay spar? We'll watch Astra's video, and then if we have time, we can watch your video, Dario.
Right, Nethica, so, like, I've gotta talk like a Canadian now. No problem, buddy. This is, like, super easy. Wait, you cool laugh.
What is gay spar?
Today it looks...
Oops. Oh, this video is short. We can watch yours and then we can... Okay, we can watch yours and then Astra's. Astra, could you link me the video that you wanted to watch? The librarian one. In the TAS speedrun, he just zooms around and people joke and say this is what Julius meant when he said he was holding back because he was a boss in the game. I see. That's fun. I like that. Okay, Oshimi, why did they close out to the file select screen and back? What does that do for them? Thank you, Aster. It skips a cutscene. Oh. 8 minutes, 2 hours longer. That's fine. We can just watch more librarian stuff after that. This isn't canon, is it? What are they doing? TLDR, Eurospar is a convenience store chain, and there's a 24/7 one that is located next to and owned by a gay bar called The George, so it's become a staple of Irish gay culture.
Show the scorpions. I haven't really speedrun any games before, but if I did, I'd probably speedrun something like Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, what?
Who wouldn't want to get to that museum faster, I don't really live up to any speedrunners, but, like, maybe Prince Yuku is secretly a speedrunner, I wouldn't snitch on his double life, cause that'd be, like,
God, if I had the time to do speedruns off stream.
Yuku, please.
The timer increased, someone gifted a bunch of subs. Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy Man. We were down to 8 hours and then Crazy Man gifted a bunch. Or, not subbies, a direct donation. There's 2 speedruns, one that's TAS and has funny movement techniques, and one that is faster and done by a person That was a cooler skip technique. Huh. There's a cat in the gay bar. The Celeste speedruns are fun to watch. It's very fast for sure. And the maps are pretty. I've never played Celeste though, so I don't really know what these are. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Subby Wubbies. Did I say Subby Wubbies?
Cozier than regular subs. Maybe there.
I might be a little sleepy.
Subs that you can cuddle with. Hey, that'd be like awesome. Yuku hard.
What's a hoser? Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. The golden feather from Indie Cross. There was a golden feather in Indie Cross? The golden feather. Bum, bum, bum. I know the green crystal makes it so you can jump again. Why did they make it make grumbly growling sounds? It's really cute. And they fly up and save Cuphead. Was that in the first one? So sweaty right now. You have a good exercise, by the way. Exercise, just dance. Heck yeah, dancing! That's awesome. I used to do a little exercise in VR, chat, and Beat Saber and stuff. It was always really fun. Required reading Bob and Doug McKenzie. Is this what a hoser is? Nickname hoser, hosehead, knob. Do I have to read this? Can you just shorten it to me, please? Despacito. Jay's rank 2nd out of 4. Whoa, cool. There's daily ranking, that's fun. This part shows the character's internal mental struggle with the spooky. Beat Saber exercise, must have gotten sweaty, huh? Wouldn't you like to know? Rats! Bob and Doug had a song with Geddy Lee. I don't know who any of those people are. No, I think you're right. I think you're right. Down the toilet. Can't play Beat Saber, it kills your poor old wrists. You're not supposed to flick your wrists in Beat Saber. You're supposed to grab the controller in a weird way. You have to like X grip your controller. It's kind of... I would not be able to explain it. But you shouldn't be using your wrists when you play Beat Saber. Geddy Lee is the lead singer from Rush. I don't know what that is either. Don't flick your wrists. You're literally not supposed to. Literally... I want to find a horrible picture of someone holding their controller for Beat Saber. Oops. This is how I held my controller for Beat Saber. You stick your finger in the hole. I don't think you should flick your wrists when jorking either, but I don't know. I've never done that. The index controller. There's probably a way to do it with the index controller too. Maybe. I don't know. It's been like, it's literally like 5 years since I played Beat Saber, probably. That guy kind of looks like Rasputin's dad. The one on the left. Is fingering the remote really that fun? It's so fun. And you can move your hands so fast. Finale time. Yay! The tippy top. Yeah, it's crazy.
Am I supposed to do that when I'm hugging someone too? I just stick my
If you want a good grip. Yeah. Highly knows. Bought a new headset. Yay! I hope it arrives soon. Not having a working headset is such a pain. I'm glad you got the money thingy solved. Never apologize for being yourself. Good grip. If you want a good grip on them, you stick your finger in the hole. Yay! Epic buying. Buy. Sell. Buy, sell. I was thinking just now that we never... Imp wanted to be pinged when we were playing Psychonauts again, but we never did. We never played Psychonauts again. See, when you play Chapter 7, you're fast. Is Chapter 7 the hardest? Or anybody think? Good night. Don't ping them anyways. They might be asleep. Good night, Anethica, I think. Sleep well and cozy. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you for showing catfishing, even though I was really bad at it. Yeah, Crazy Man extended the subathon for us. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. But it is true, if you look at Twitch VODs, you can see when the category changed, so if you want to watch just a specific game, it's pretty easy to on Twitch. Don't post the fish! Fish, Molly. Fish. Molly. What are you looking at her? Bum bum. Supposed to walk the dog and go to bed early because you're going to a Duran Duran concert later. Go to bed then. What's Duran Duran though? Here's the task. Alright, we can watch that end of after stick around for another minute or two. You better make sure that Curry knows that you're leaving, or else he might miss you. Bum bum bum. Duran Duran are a pretty old band. They're kind of invisible. 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 Skipping the green crystal. Don't need it. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Wee! The evil... I don't know what her name is. The evil one helped her in the end. Yay! Can fly. Bum, bum, bum. I love the music in Celeste. Starting the task because they make Julia start stimming while waiting on boss innovations. How relatable. Lenarine. Lenarine is the dove for Celeste. Or the musician, sorry, I'm literally asleep. Oh. Another boost. Bum, bum, bum. Have they made music for any other games? Wait, they made Minecraft music in Deltarune? That's awesome. Is the last boss fight too freaky? If it's like pixelated, it's fine. Crazy! Minecraft stuff. I know they kept swapping, like, I guess Minecraft doesn't have like a specific composer, they keep changing it. It's cool that Minecraft keeps expanding their OST. That's pretty fun. Don't think about it being like us today. What about tomorrow? We'll do Psychonauts first thing tomorrow, and I'm not even halfway. Wait, really? We played for like 8 hours. Yeah, we're done with this. Is there anything else? I guess they're just showing the stats at the end. Alright. What is this video? Here's Dario's video. Important LGBT history, presumably.
Today I'd like to talk about Gays Bar. This temple on
Spent a lot of time collecting everything to be very true.
The LGBT community. If you listen closely, beneath the deafeningly loud ABBA hits, you'll hear me sobbing silently because I can't go here anymore. And you'll also hear this.
Is that the grinder notification sound?
Dad, how did you know that? The banquet in Gays Bar, often referred to as the deli,
Where are
is
these?
open 24/7. And due to the
Why
lack
are
of
these
competing
pictures so
businesses
great?
at 3 a.m., this means Gays Bar can justify taking the guts of a tenner off you for a chicken fillet roll.
Yay.
And you'll thank them for it. The Temple of Gays Bar is actually owned by the George, and this is where they send you if the bouncer thinks you're not drunk enough. It's believed every once in a while, 2 homophobic yuck bros unknowingly enter this temple, and upon finding out it's the Gays Bar, they get really angry, cause a scene, and try so hard not to start fucking each other. People just go to nightclubs as an excuse to worship at the Temple of Gays Bar afterwards. It's the central meeting point of 3 a.m. Dublin. It's a refuge place for the drunk nightclubbers who are too afraid to go to McDonald's on Grafton Street in case they get stabbed. Sometimes the regulars from Sweeney's across the street accidentally stumble into the Gays Bar. They come in through Dame Lane and keep walking straight till they get to this temple because they're coming up off acid and saw all the flashing lights and believed there was something to be understood from this shiny palace of Gays Bar. But they end up stumbling around and mumbling incoherently to themselves for about half an hour without plucking up the courage to go to the till because they forgot how the concept of money works. I'd like to urge the Irish government to let us all back into Gays Bars so we can have the freedom to practice our religious ceremonies and eat our chicken fillet rolls once more. Never before has there been a time where we needed Gays Bar more than we need it now. Maybe you too will write a song about it, and none of us will actually listen to it, but somehow it will help us reach our goal. Bono, now's your time to help the people of Ireland by forming an alliance with me. We actually don't have a problem with you. You're like anyone else who went to Mount Temple. No one actually has any issue with you, but nobody really wants you to pick up a guitar
It's a
and
corner
start
store
singing
in
at their party either.
Ireland as well, and this one isn't the
Namaste.
gayest. Namaste. What does spar mean exactly? A kind of weird name for a convenience store chain. That's the gayest spar in the world, possibly.
Since the release of Half-Life 2 and Counter-Strike Source in 2004, the Source engine has been a staple of PC gaming for about 15 years now, and thanks to its ongoing support from its developer, Valve, high modability, and a thriving community spanning generations of gamers, we have a present day where you can hop on games over a decade old and still find a full server presence.
Message.
It really is kind of incredible.
Does Librarian have subtitles?
Between the Half-Life games, Team Fortress 2, Portal 1 and 2, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, Gary's Mod, Counter-Strike Source, Day of Defeat Source, and probably more I don't even know about.
Pride flags on it year-round, even when it isn't Pride Month, so you know they need.
Platform of Steam has formed one big community instead of a lot of smaller ones for individual games. Now, I got in on all this a little bit late. See, when I was 12, I didn't have a PC capable of gaming yet, but I had heard about and was interested in a new little game called Portal, and I got to play it in what was probably
I don't really watch a lot of Librarian videos because I end up wanting to play the video games myself.
I got home and played it, and like most people, I loved it. But I also noticed something strange about it that,
what are you talking
while
about,
actually
Luna?
making me even more fascinated by it, did make me a little hesitant to play it by myself. This game was creepy. Now, as many of you probably know, this is partly deliberate. That's the whole point of Portal,
I want to be
all,
lively.
Beneath the facade of this humorous little puzzle game is a
One day
sci-fi
I'll be
horror
able to
story
stream
that is hinted at
without
throughout and explicitly reveals itself
tripping
in
over
final
my
level.
words every other
As you make your way through the
sentence.
game, you'll probably start to feel a sense of
Someday.
isolation as you look up
You'll
at those
see chat.
observation windows and think to yourself, if I'm being tested, where is everyone? Shortly after this, I got my first PC of my own and spent much of middle and high school playing these games. But the thing is, for me at least, this unnerving feeling of being alone but not quite is present in every Source game, and not just the ones where it's meant to be there. I was inspired to make this video a few months back by a
Thanks for
post
hanging
on
out with
4chan's
us
X
today. I hope you sleep
It
well
caught my
and
attention with a
cozy.
picture of RP Downtown V2,
Have sweet
a Gary's mod
dreams.
map which I am very familiar
And
with.
pet your doggy for
The
me.
post read, "Remember RP Downtown V2? I was on a nostalgia trip through
The
Gmod the other
negative.
day and downloaded it from the workshop.
The negative
Through the
subliminal
comments, I
aura
learned of the rumor
of
that the creator
Downtown
killed himself at some
V2.
point and haunts the map.
Maybe
People
this.
have
What are
talked
you
about
talking
seeing
about? Oh wait,
shadows
are you
and
changing your
silhouettes and
color?
ghosts
Your
and
name
stuff.
color?
I'm not sure if the claim about the creator is true or for how long this rumor has existed, but I first heard about it only
Oh,
a
I
few days
see.
ago. I've always felt really
It looks the
uncomfortable
same
on
to
this
me
map,
on all the
with the feeling
messages.
intensifying in certain buildings for some reason.
You're
I've always found
energetic and
Source
lively.
games in
Thank
general to be
you.
quite unnerving, as I never feel alone on an empty map. This really resonated with me, as someone had put to words what I had felt but never really thought about for years. I hadn't played Gary's mod in a long time, but curious about the haunting claims, I downloaded the map from the workshop and took a walk around. Although I didn't see any ghosts, that old unnerving feeling was back in full force. I'll just play a little bit without narration. Afterwards, let me know in the comments. Did you feel creeped out? And if so, do you have any ideas why?
The reason why Source games feel
whatever you
haunted
did or
is
didn't
because
feel,
the leader of
do you
Steam
have
gave
any
a new one
memories of
made the
playing
rest
on the
of
map
Valve
back
sell
in the
their
day?
souls to make the original
That
Source
last question
code.
is important for later.
Typing. Yeah, sorry. It's some art stuff. I'm not just yapping. I promise. It's sort of related to my stream. Don't be sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, they didn't even align the window textures. It's so goofy to me. I played a little Gmod, I think, when I was in, like, God, I must have been in middle school. But I don't think I played on any of the RP maps. Art. Winky face. Wouldn't you like to know? Yeah, I have 20 hours played in Gary's mod. But I never did. I think I played a zombie game mode with some friends from school. I never had the opportunity to explore liminal RP maps. Bum, bum, bum. Gmod, the G stands for gay. Shut up. I swear there was a librarian video where he played a modded version of this specific map that was like scripted to be haunted. I'm not seeing the name color changes, Lunos, for some reason. I don't know if other people can see them or not. You're just the light. What color is that? Like green? Dark green? Light, dark green? Did I commit crime? No, I'm a good boy. I don't really get the liminal
The first thing I
feeling.
noticed when I opened this map up was the ambient noises. Most custom maps are made up of assets
Why
from
they're
other Source
sirens?
games.
Because they're here
most
for
often
you. They're gonna
Half-Life
take
2.
you back in the dungeon.
As a
To be
game with
honest, I wasn't
dystopian
playing
sci-fi
super close
setting,
to so when you kept
that
talking
often
about the
means a
librarian.
distant alien
You're
hum
expecting
playing in
Northern
the
Lights.
background of a given map. When played
It's
over
an
a
understandable
normal
mistake.
or even upbeat-looking area, it's easy to see how this can create a sense of uneasiness. One
The
that you
librarian
probably wouldn't
is
notice while playing with others,
Northern
but
Lions'
it's probably much
unofficial
harder to
editor for
ignore when you're
videos.
alone. Some maps take it a step further.
But it's also the
having
name of
sounds
this channel that
conversation and
covers
traffic, which can
Source
fill out the
games
atmosphere of a populated server,
and
but
horror.
just seems out of place. when you
Liminal
can hear
horror.
all
The
this
super good
activity
series
with
are
no
really
one
unique
around.
liminal Gmod maps. Like,
Speaking of
Void
being
play
alone,
some. Would you play someday?
remember
So
before when I
clear.
asked if you have any memories of playing on
How long
RP
has it been in
Downtown V2?
development?
And whether or not you felt anything now?
Or you can't change your color choices.
See,
You can't
my
change your
thinking
Why
is
not?
this. I personally play
You can
a
change
lot
color
on
if you have
this map
Twitch
back in the day.
Prime.
I remember
or
running a bar
if
with
you
my
have
friend
Amazon
that ended
Prime
up
or
being
if you have Twitch
extorted by
Turbo.
a gang for a chunk of our profits. We went to the police, who set up an outpost upstairs to monitor activity in our bar so that they could arrest them. This led to an amusing little back and forth when they went upstairs to set up and found my own little counterfeiting operation, but decided to let it go as the gang members were the bigger fish in town. The point of this story is that I associate many of these maps with activity and fun memories. To come back to it now, empty and with a now more obvious, sinister ambient track, it creates a disconnect in my mind that something is wrong here, and that I'm not really alone.
Set your color when you have Prime for like 1 month.
Maps,
Does that keep if you don't have Prime anymore?
I almost expected to see a mysterious message saying a player had joined, or to turn a corner and see someone watching me in the distance. So, in conclusion...
What was that?
Corner and see someone watching.
What is that? Hello? It's Hero Brian.
Distance.
Is that the bite of 87?
While this phenomenon is not strictly unique to Source games, I believe more people consistently experience this in Source environments for two main reasons. Firstly, because of a wide variety of otherwise pretty upbeat maps using the ambient sounds of Half-Life 2 of all things, and secondly, the popularity, age, and continued use of these games means that a large number of people are playing a set of games which are both
brain has already the creepy feeling comes from a place that's supposed to be full of players goofing off instead of being dead quiet and empty. That's valid.
With all this considered, it comes as
the feeling is probably enhanced too if you're like used to it being popular.
Something really wrong with them. And Source games in particular seem to be the perfect storm of nostalgia, widespread appeal, and inherent creepiness.
Do you want to watch more librarian videos? Oh wait, we're gonna watch the tasks. Tasks allowed. It's okay, we're down here. Julius. Okay, this is really. Zombie. What does it say zombie in the corner? What's going on? Skeleton. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Played a bit of TF2 and there's something always going on during maps, so empty TF2 maps are always been unnerving. Why the dungeon again? Oh, I don't remember. Just checked the first Void Places map was published in October 2023, so it's been in progress for a while. Does it get regular updates? I mean, it sounds like something I'd really enjoy. Ooh, stimming. There's so many bug cat please in the chat. Why is he bullying a poor lizard? Lizard didn't even do anything. Cat please. What? That was a headhunter. It didn't headhunt anything. That's true. Oh hey, you're back to blue, Lunas. No. Blue Lunas. Bookcat Plead versus Yuku Plead versus Plead versus Shino Plead. They all have different energies. I think Bookcat is the closest to crying. The way the other speedrun works is the guy just punches through the castle walls by clipping it a quarter. That's pretty boring. I'm checking out the whip movement. Was your name a bright blue? Your name is teal. Your name is the tropical ocean. I like the baby Plead, it's very cute. Look at him go. This guy never runs out of balls. You get to keep your color without prime. That's nice. That's good. Whoa, he turned into like... What even is that? What a design. It looks like something out of Silent Hill. But Bookcat Plead is the most powerful. Just look at the guy, like he's on the verge of tears. I know. It's like a hack angel. Oh, is the thing connecting their eyes supposed to be a halo? He resists holy damage. Does he resist the super whipper? So why are there only 2 bosses in this game? Bum bum bum. Oh my goodness. Librarian has so many little series. Creepy and comfy real estate listings. Lore accurate angel. Julius Snow does no story, just gotta get to the end. Interesting. Could we watch unusual memes? I wanna watch... I don't know what I wanna watch. I liked how fast he kicked. It was great. It was Poggies. Unusual memes. Okay. But look, we could watch the history of nostalgic screensavers. I can't even talk. I lost the video. It's okay. It's okay. Carpet. 100 players in the project Zomboid. Oh. Why do I like this video? I've seen this video before. Yuka wants to watch the world burn, but he can't say that. I want to watch the world burn. I want to watch the world burn. Oh, Icolos! Hello, hello, Icolos! Hi! Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Let me show you up. Icolos! How's it going? Oh, what's no rest for the wicked? Bum, 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 bum. I kinda wanna see the tiny house. Ooh. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Chelsea. Hello, Lances. Sister. Hello, Vampire Z. Hello, Icolos. How's it going? How was your stream? What's No Rest for the Wicked? It sounds familiar, but... I don't think I've seen it. I don't remember. Chelsea, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Lances, thank you for the follow. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Lances. Everyone give Ikalos a follow. Turn the volume up a little bit. Vampire Z, thank you for the follow. Early access Souls-like RPG. Huh. That sounds neat. Is it good? Did you like it? Of course. Oh my gosh. It's like halfway across the country. Very pretty and cartoony looking. Huh. I like pretty games. Oh, I have seen this game. I swear I've seen someone stream this before. Huh. Yeah, it's really pretty. It definitely has that Souls-like grittiness. I opened it on my other browser window. 17 hours on Japan's overnight capsule bus, Willerdome. What's a Willerdome? Hi, Fitz. Willer Express. Oh. How's it going, Fitz? I'm doing good. Getting sleepy. It's almost time to wrap up the stream. We're just watching videos for now. Tell me you clicked on the video. Don't talk back to me. Look, you get dividing walls, so you don't have to sit next to anyone. Wait, good question. Doing so-and-so on one side, you're doing fine, but on the other side, you're quite sad. Oh, I'm sorry. If it's not appropriate for stream, you can DM me and we can talk, or just hang out here and be comfy with us for a little bit. I love how clean the streets look. But why is it not nighttime yet? Go to bed, boss. Hatsudai. Okay, this might be too sleepy for me. We might need more talking so I can stay awake. She's supportive and helpful to everyone. You're such a kind and lovely person, of course. I'm just doing the normal stuff. But of course, thank you for the kind words. The streets are clean because they're living in the future. What happened to all the garbage, though? Get ready for work, but I'm gonna keep you on your phone and keys. Okay, take care. Have a wonderful day at work. Thank you again for the raid. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Normal cats. Look at that cat. The garbage exists in the present, not in the future. I see. They were gonna get rid of the trash. They were just the act of wanting to get rid of the trash prevented it from appearing in the future. Thank you, Ikalos. Bum 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 bum. I don't know. Bum, bum, bum. Smoke 500 cigarettes. Smoke 500 cigarettes. No. No! Hey look, literally YouTube listens to the chat on Twitch. Curry, our bot said that they wanted to speedrun Animal Crossing, and now there's this. Really makes you wonder. Ah. Bum 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 bum. This one. Spooky time. Someone hears a mole. A mole. Oh, hi, Sonic Hedgehog on YouTube.
Hello, everyone. I am back from my vacation.
Watch.
And welcome back.
We can watch the unusual memes after this one.
Today I'm going to be
watch
trying out a
memes.
couple of the maps that you guys
Actually, wait.
actually
This might be the end for the whole stream. We can watch it tomorrow.
Previous ones.
You're a fish.
They're actually classic
Cigarettes.
maps that you've probably seen before, but they've been specifically modified.
This is the one I
by
watched
the
like
creator.
a long time
And that
ago.
user, by the way, in this case is called Lucia or Lucia. I'm not sure which way is the correct
They're
pronunciation.
scripted to be
But these
haunted.
maps have been modified to deliberately
Maymays.
be haunted.
You like maymays, don't
And that
you?
is all I know about them.
Chat.
As soon as I heard what they were about, I immediately stopped reading the comments and suggested them to me because I want to go in completely blind and completely.
Actually, I'm kind of genuinely
Are they
curious.
going to contain jump scares? Are they going to be more subtly haunted, like in Liminal Hotel?
Here,
I don't
do
know. I have
answer
two
my
of them
poll.
today, so let's get right into the first one. Here we are on GM Construct Haunted. As you can see, it seems to be the exact same construct.
Kitty
we've always known.
0706.
I don't know if that hill has always been there, but other
That
than
hill
that,
is
it
haunted.
seems pretty much like the familiar map. Now, as I said, I don't know how these maps are haunted.
Librarian's videos are weird because it sounds like the
So I'm a
audio.
little
It sounds
bit
like his
tense,
voice
I'm
is
not gonna
coming
lie.
from behind
I know
me.
a lot of people have talked about being really creeped out in the dark rooms underneath that building over there. So maybe we'll go and check that out.
Like it's really
first.
obvious he's
This
recording
is
in the
actually-
corner of a
so the map
room.
is a little bit different from how I remember it because when I used to play back in the day, this whole back area with the grass wasn't here, these buildings weren't here.
Aren't there
So
like
the map
50
is
versions
a
of
little
this
bit
map?
unfamiliar to me, but for the most part it's the same.
I like to think that we're moving forward and he's accompanying us from behind. I mean,
I remember
it
always
sounds.
being creeped
I
out by
mean,
these rooms.
it
They're
seems
just
like
so
something that would be
empty
done on
and
purpose.
uncharacteristically dark compared to the rest of the map, especially since it's one of the two default maps that the game used to come with.
Then the closet method. What's the closet method? The classic Gmod maps on Ultra Kill.
Oh, you hear
Yeah.
that echo sound effect? Obviously, my channel has kind of been based off of the fact that source games seem to have this unique emptiness to them that creates an eerie feeling.
I've seen the Ultra Kill map.
And now that
Is
I
that
know I'm
even
supposed to
legal?
expect
I mean, I
something
guess it's just
scary,
a map.
I'm even more on edge than I usually am.
Don't be on edge. There's nothing there.
This whole thing could just be like the greatest troll ruse that was ever played on me. Able to get me this tense
He's edgy.
only by telling
Plan
me
us to be
the map.
barely awake when streaming. You can
I
sleep
could've sworn
now.
I
You
just saw something go around that corner there.
My cat keeps.
Oh, I really wish I could check tape while I was recording.
Let's go.
That able to get me this tense only by
Was there something there? No.
telling me that the map.
He didn't see anything. There was nothing
I just sworn I just
there.
saw something go around that corner there.
He's
Oh,
in his
I
own
really wish I could check tape
head.
while I was recording. I
Go in
could've
your
sworn
closet
I
and
just saw
cover
something
yourself
go
in a
around
thick
that corner
blanket
as I
too,
looked
and then
up.
talk in the microphone for the cleanest, crispest known echoey audio. Oh.
I just don't know what to
How would you
expect
like
or
know
how
what you're
long I have to
commenting
walk
over
around
though?
for
You'd
something
have to be
happen.
all. You'd have to bring your computer
Or if I
in
should
there.
Turn my volume up.
Wee. Hi Tomo. How's it going?
That echo. I don't like this at all. Has this always been here?
Been
Or is this
lurking.
something
Hope you're
new?
having a cozy night. No. It was almost 50-50.
I am legitimately as on edge as I was when I was like playing Outlast.
Chat cringe.
Yeah, I don't remember any of this.
Better
like
than soundproof
back
booths.
when I played.
I was looking at getting a soundproof thing when I was doing ASMR a lot because I have a lot of problems with my
a fallout shelter underneath,
fridge.
So there was like some crazy basement.
And like sounds from outside. They're so expensive though. Like a little like one-person desk booth.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything yet.
Is like $14,000 for like professional grade. Or you can get like the little soundproof panels yourself for like $400 each.
Alright, what's through the store in the back?
They're expensive. I don't even think there's, I mean, I guess there's like small, there's like desk size, like desktop booths. What did you see? I didn't see anything.
No, it just comes out to the other side.
Oh, there was a guy. Jill, check the bathroom. It's kind of a funny reaction.
Oh my god. Okay.
Just glue bread slices to your walls to absorb the noise. True.
Maybe I really did see something after all downstairs.
So tell me your vacation is ending already.
Oh, but it is very, very much like GM Liminal Hotel, only with less obvious triggers. Oh my, that legitimately stopped my heart for a few beats. Oh, this might be it.
Hang in there, Tomo.
Okay. I wonder if anything else.
Joel checks the bathroom. We'll watch that after this. He's already been in this room.
When something loads in, when I feel that little hitch in the game and it drops.
If you had the booth, Luna would be so sad, like clawing the door trying to get in. She would.
And you know I gotta expect something to happen with this mirror.
I think
right?
she would. She's very clingy. She's gotta be like right next to me always.
What's that? I knew there was something there and it still got me. So is it just that one building that's haunted? Because so far that's the only place I've seen a ghost. Hello, Mr. Spooky?
Bum bum bum. Doggy's clingy too.
That was really clever, having it just barely be there in the distance, because I think that's...
Oh, there's one.
Okay, you took a little bit long to disappear. What happened to my throat just there? Maybe that's the spook. It kills you in real life.
Oh.
That one took a little bit longer to disappear, so it was a little bit less spooky. This is a weird place, actually.
It
looks like a normal building from the outside, but it just goes all the way straight up. But as I was saying, even though I didn't have as strong of a reaction, that was a really clever idea, having the shadow just in the room with its arm barely sticking out of the door. Because the best thing for a map like this to do is to be as subtle
when I was recording ASMR, basically, my strategy would be
maybe I didn't. And that's the kind of tension
I'd play with Luna before I did it and make her tired.
Off of that fear
otherwise, she'd climb all over me all the time.
That I talked about all the way back in
normal streaming is fine though, because she can
kind of
make
natural
noise.
Eeriness.
Try to listen to the video
maps,
then.
Especially familiar maps, and I think that's why this one was chosen in particular.
I'm gonna tire the kitty now.
But I do feel like it's a bit of a missed opportunity.
What? I didn't...
Never mind.
What happened?
Opportunity.
Oh, it did show up there.
Never mind.
Cat life hack. Can you Sleepy Yuku ASMR? There is Sleepy Yuku ASMR on YouTube. I don't do ASMR anymore. I guess I'll be doing some streams, but...
Oh, this map is not... Never mind, this map's not done yet. I'm kind of starting to wonder if these things are maybe triggered sequentially. If I run out and try to catch you, what do I see?
What do you see? I'll be honest. I guess I'm a pretty brave cat. This wouldn't get me. Again. It would maybe get me once.
Also,
but it's the same like Shadow Man every time.
As soon as after I saw the first ghost, all tension should have been lost, but somehow it just hasn't been.
And pee your pants.
What is?
course you would. Is it a skull?
Oh, that's a skull.
It's a skull.
Huh.
Don't touch
Is
it.
something gonna happen if I...
Oh no.
Oh, I can't remove it.
The curse has been activated.
Okay, I can't move it.
Green your pats. My
Is
pats?
this there on the normal map? What if I... Can't shoot it either. That's odd. Huh. One last weird thing before I go. Alright, I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff on this map that I missed. I'm actually kind of curious to know how it's scripted and how it plays out if there's multiple people playing. But I'm on a schedule, so I'm going to head over to the next map now.
We're on a
Just let me know
schedule?
if there's anything I missed or if there's anything I should come back and look for in a later video. Yep, you all know this one.
Oh,
the
shimmer?
classic RP Downtown V2.
Yeah,
Now,
I
the
remember
interesting thing about
this.
this map is
I remember
that,
watching this
according to a
specific
rumor
video.
started on the workshop page,
Pew,
this
pew,
map
pew.
is actually haunted for real, like the original. There's a rumor going around that the creator killed himself.
Haunted
at some point
maps
and
actually
haunts
do
the map.
something
People
downright
claim to have
insidious
seen
when you have them
shadows in the
installed.
sewers and stuff.
What do you mean? What do they do?
As whether any of that is true, obviously I have no idea. But somebody's gone and haunted this map as well. This is actually by the same creator as the first one. That's Lucia or Lucia. Again, I'm not sure which pronunciation is the correct one.
You download a ghost.
But I'm gonna
They
take a
make
look
weird
around.
models appear in other
Thought I just saw something in the
non-haunted
window.
maps.
Again, might
That's
just
funny.
be me.
Oh.
Okay, this one lasted a little bit too long.
The only time you remember Yuku has gotten scared was when he would knock something over and scare him, so...
Man, just listen to those sounds.
When I play Voices
In
of
the
the Void, I'll
comments
get
for-
spooked.
in the
Voices
comments for the
does
Source Games video, some
a
people
good
said
job
that
at
my
scaring me.
soundscapes were like broken somehow. But I mean, they seem to have survived multiple installations. It could be something to do with my workshop content, I'm not sure. But I think in this case, the soundscape
I'm better
does
with
add a
like
certain
subtle
eeriness
stuff
to it.
and
It's
like psyching
there's all
myself
this light
out.
all around, but you just can't see it.
Daily.
Now, of course, there's a lot of ground to cover on this map, and I'm not going to be able to see everything. I'm just kind of going to be making a beeline straight for the sewers because I'm sure that's where a lot of the activity will be centered.
To trains. Glorping time.
Is that train horn sound effect something that was added for the haunting? Or was that always in this map?
Imagine if he opened that
By the way,
office
it's
door
really
and it was a skeleton with a cigar in the chair for 100 milliseconds.
Yeah, I've been walking
One
around
frame.
for a long time, and I just haven't seen
And it said,
anything.
"Da-na-na-na-na."
Except for that first ghost. Ah, that's the ticket. I have to start talking, and that's what draws them out.
They're listening to you.
I'm kind of worried, though, that the scares might be triggered sequentially. Which would mean
One
that
time
no
you were
matter how
playing
much
with
I
someone on a
explore,
map called
if I
G
don't
and
find
Fork,
whatever, like, the next
which is
planned
like a large
scare is,
mountainside town. We played
it
hide
won't
and
play
seek with
whatever
snipers.
comes next. So,
While you were
like,
hunting
say
for
I
them,
could've
you
walked
thought you
around
saw
that
them, but it
forever,
was one of those
and if I
weird
hadn't
haunted
gone to that
models,
gun
and it
shop and
spooked
seen
you
the one in
good.
there, I would
You had
never
the haunted
see
map
whatever
pack
the other ones
installed?
are, even if I go to the right location.
Bond. James Sport.
That one was a little bit eerie because I was able to make out a little bit of a reflection on it. So it wasn't just this shadow, it almost kind of looked like a person just kind of standing there under the dull light.
Don't be afraid,
It was
Tomo.
almost like
I
I
am
could
holding
kinda,
you.
like,
Look, you're in my
make out
arms.
the texture of the head a little bit.
You are all in my arms.
I don't know, that one just landed different.
Didn't think it would affect completely unrelated maps. I wonder how it does that.
I'm wondering if maybe I should have done this with multiple people.
The interloper is real. Hello, Hoodie. Welcome,
Maybe then it would be a
welcome.
lot
Nice to
easier
see you.
find
Hope you're having a
scares.
cozy day
But
so
then again,
far.
I don't think you're really supposed to come on this map
Finger
to ghost hunt.
hole.
I
We
think
don't
this
talk
is
about the
kinda
finger
like
hole.
like a prank your friends type thing, where it would be more fun to just, you know, host the map, have your friends join.
There's nothing
and you
weird
just
about what
play
I
like
said.
normal with the others
We were
not
talking
being
about
aware
bowling
that
balls.
stuff like this can happen. I feel like that would be a real.
Are they cray
would
were
be a real
you?
loop.
His eyes would be closed all the time.
I sat there for a second
blink.
searching for what word to use, and I
Cozy
came back
now.
with
Glad to hear it. It's nice to see you, though we will be ending shortly. I have to get to bed. Yeah, bowling. We know I was talking about holding a
This
VR
is the spot
controller
where some
for
people claimed they saw a shadow
Beat
during
Saber.
the Source Games video. I haven't been able to see what anybody's talking about, but multiple people have commented about it.
Yuku gets a good hold of his yuku by sticking his fingers up their eyes slash nose.
Okay, to be fair.
And you asked about hugging slash holding a person. Yeah.
It does kind of look like a big
And I
face.
gave you sound good advice.
And I have played Cry of Fear.
Definitely need to get rest.
So I
You
have
just woke
reason
up.
to
Good
be wary
morning.
of giant faces.
Hoodie wake up time is Yuku sleepy time. Library.
I've always found this apartment in particular to be kind of creepy.
I did. Well, what were you expecting me to say? Like, don't hug them tight? What? You don't want to grip your friends tight in a nice hug? Sorry, I guess. Don't grip
Is that
them.
creek part of the map or the haunting? Either way, the fact that the soundscapes have stopped has me seriously unnerved. I don't want to stay here. I just got like really, really deeply uncomfortable in that
I
building.
just am a good friend to all my friends and give good hugs.
The city soundscapes have just stopped. I was wrong. That's so much worse than the invisible party that was going on before.
Invisible party.
This is like some.
What if a dog
I Am
came up to
Legend,
you and put his
Mega
paws
Man
on your
type
lap?
of
Pet
eeriness.
the doggy. Pet.
The stop sound has me even more on edge than.
I'm not saying I finger everyone I hug.
Except
I'm
for the
saying I
tune.
hug
Those things
everyone
that stop
super
sounds
nice.
had me even more on
Good
edge
hugs.
than the possibility of encountering
Shut
a
up,
ghost.
rats. Good job, Yuki, you did it. Thank you. Yeah, I'll give you a hug, Oshimu.
Oh man.
It's the same scare
been so
every
long that-
time.
It's been so long since I saw it that it managed to get me anyway.
Yuku hugs for everyone.
Every time I think I'm used to it, every time I think I've crossed the ash threshold.
Stop saying that!
Oh man, that just reminded me, that video has been a long time coming, the ash threshold explanation.
Thank you
Yep, there's you again.
for the pets.
Yeah, sometimes I think they're meant to be observed from across the map and not from right there.
It's the
But
same
with that,
scare. The person
I will
probably
end this
spent
video.
like less than a day
All in all,
on this.
very, very
Just
good
copy
idea
and
to the
pasting,
creator,
moving
and
the
very good
triggers
execution for the
around.
most part. Once again, I'm sure that there are plenty of scares that I missed, especially on this second map that's so huge that I
Yeah,
couldn't
these are
possibly
haunted
have covered every
Gmod
inch of the
maps.
interiors. So if there's anything else that you think I should see in particular, or if there's anything else that I could have gotten to happen,
Shadow
please let me know,
person.
because I'm sure there's a ton that I missed.
Wait, is this the whole video?
I think this is such a fantastic idea for a map, and it's the kind of thing that could only have been executed in Gary's mod, because it's a game that people have such a nostalgia. Hello
Not
everyone,
secondly.
and welcome
Gary's
back once
mod.
again to Gary's mod.
Gary's
I
mod.
hadn't intended on doing another Gary's mod video so soon after the last one, because I honestly do feel
We don't have time to watch
maybe-
this whole one.
maybe something similar happens.
Bum.
No? It's not from the same creator, so I'm not expecting the same kind of
Gaze
thing.
mod. Sorry you missed the R. Hello.
Hi? Huh. Well, I can't interact with it.
It's a spooky
It looks like almost like that looks like the texture of an HEV suit. It's like some kind of weird Gordon Freeman like low poly model.
This one. Did this one do it better?
Huh.
This is the map that haunts other maps. Oh.
Okay, I guess we'll keep looking around.
You know what's
I noticed as I was
crazy?
walking-
666K views. We're the
the other
666
building, that the texture of the walls in here looks a little bit
666 viewer.
Yeah, this is more of a mine shafty look.
The
Oh, they made the staircase even
666,666
Alright,
feet
what
are
has more
there.
reach? My regular flashlight or the mod flashlight?
There's
How
too
about
many
the same?
sixes.
Oh, I don't like this at all. There's the dark room. I'm gonna save that for later.
Save the dark room for later.
God, I really do not like that dark room. The fact that it's there in the base construct map, not just the haunted one, not just this one, but the base construct map. Like, why is it there? I don't really need the flashlight for this. Wow, this is a much more extensive underground. Why would they have removed all this? Like, it's kind of weird that they would bother to put all this in and then remove it when the map is released. Okay, so this comes out in this building, which again is much more...
Imagine seeing that weird grey model showing up in the distance on a map you're not expecting to be spooky. It didn't move or anything.
This really is a beta, because if so, they removed a lot of the work that was done on it.
GM Construct was kind of the perfect map. Hello.
Exposed. Okay, this is Discord.
Discord.
They're using Discord graphics here. There is absolutely no
Gamer
chance
Bros.
this is a 9-year-old beta of the map.
I don't think I ever really played on Construct, but it always reminded me of like a sandbox, like a sandbox with sand at the playground. Because of the vibes. Hello.
What the hell are you doing out here, Fred?
Well, don't give me copyright strikes.
What?
Can't be playing movie clips. The Chungus imposters aren't gonna come into our room at 3 a.m. and eat our butts unless we drink the Among Us potion. Don't drink the Among Us potion at 3 a.m.
Yep. I gotta say, I don't know which is
Don't
worse.
dial Skibbity Toilet at 3 a.m.
And me having that big open hangar door behind me.
Illusion's a fantastic movie you should watch. What's it about?
Every time I looked in this mirror, I kind of half expected to just see like
drink Skibbity Toilet Water. No!
Can't decide which is worse.
Don't drink Skibbity Toilet Water at 3 a.m.
Oh, there's like a garage door now.
The door is closed.
In front of the multicolor room. Is that other side the same way? Yes. Okay, now before I enter, assuming you can enter, what happens if I flip the switch? Same thing. Okay. Let's go in. And... no. Okay, no, that's stupid. No, that is the stupidest thing. You can't do that. Well played, but no.
He's trapped. No escape from GM Construct. Oh. Or cheating.
Geez. Okay, yeah, that... I didn't want to use no clip, but that was required to get out of that scenario. Once I took 2 steps away from the door, it was over. Yep, okay.
It moved!
Didn't expect to see you move. I really didn't expect to see you move. I just noticed there's another tunnel entrance in here, so I guess we'll check out if this leads anywhere special. That, I can tell from the graffiti at the end, is the same place we just came from that goes into the mirror.
Shadow Monster Man.
What about over here? It looks like there is quite a large room.
And then Jeff the Killer said, I'm going to Jeff the Kill You.
I wonder if this goes out to the water? It does. That's pretty cool.
Big underwater areas are kind of spooky, but also really exciting.
This is legitimately, spooks aside, this is a better construct than GM Construct. I know there's some kind of secret relating to this, but I can't figure out what it is.
Ah! Loud.
However, we did just figure out that that is some kind of physics entity or movable entity.
Loud!
Can we break it down?
Nice one, thank you! Are we scared to swim in FPS games? Oh.
Hello.
It's time.
like it.
Well, I gotta know what the next spook is.
Oh, I don't like this at all. Is that the dark room? I think that's the dark room, and it looks like there's something in the middle of it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'll come back to that afterwards. I'll check out.
He's so scared of the dark room. Wee.
What is this? Just a little hideout in the middle of the vent. Why is that so creepy?
Wee.
And another drop down over here.
Wee.
This one leads to here. Oh, and you have to walk through the wall, so you wouldn't be able to see it from just looking this way. Okay, let's take it the other way.
Into the dark room.
Here we are in the dark room.
Room of darkness.
Oh, that's not an object, it's the exit door.
Oh. The Shadow Man is in the room with us.
I keep thinking I can just barely see things on the edge of my light, but it's probably my
Hi, Salami. Yeah, we're winning. We're watching silly videos before bed. Although it is time. Time for bed. I wanna see him get scared. There it is. Alright. Okay. It was a little spooky. I'm satisfied though. Thank you for watching today, everyone. How will I be able to sleep after watching this? I'll manage somehow. I'll have to watch something else as I go to sleep. Clear my mind. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Thanks for spending time with me today, as always. Extra thanks to Crazy Man for extending the subathon. Thank you for being so generous, Crazy. I will be live tomorrow in approximately 12 hours or less. We will play more Psychonauts 2 tomorrow. And then the next day. The MS Paint stream for, the MS Paint drawings for everyone who gifted or donated will be on the final day. Like when the timer ends, we'll do like an extra day, like a roundup. And we'll do the MS Paint drawings. But for now, video games tomorrow. I'll see you then. See if there's anyone comfy on Twitch Trade. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, let's raid, Recovery Bunny. Haven't had the chance to raid her in a while. The magical girl pen. You'll have to wait till tomorrow. Pushed back. What? What's pushed back? Stream was epic, thank yous. What? How it? What? It's Recovery Bunny. She's super cute. She's playing Minecraft. Modded Minecraft on some SMP. Well, looks really pretty. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care if you're just starting your day. Hope you have a wonderful day. If you're going to sleepy, I wish you sweet dreams. Sleep well. MS Paint, but more gaming first. Yeah, push back. MS Paint will be last. Yuku Craft is prettier. Maybe. Anyway.